This man would have no problem dragging me off to a dungeon. And you slide me in a tiny little area where I barely fit. I'm claustrophobic, so it starts to freak me out. My shoulders are big and burly. That's why you're afraid. And why do my hands need to go behind my back? Why do I have to be completely debilitated? They treat me like total crap. I can't look at them in the eyes. I have to look at the floor. And then if I give any kind of resistance and don't give them full dominion over my fingers as they fingerprint me, then what happens next is they slam my head into the wall. That's happened to me once. Every day, 100 emails of people saying, please help me. I got this Jack Boot Thug pig here in Texas. I got a guy in LA. I got a story on camera. He got picked up for not paying traffic ticket. He's now HIV positive. It's not just one or two, and it's not a few bad apples. You have bad apples on this police department. I'm not going to a dungeon because this pig over here and this pig over here want to drag. I mean, look at the terror flag he's wearing. Look at the terror flag he's wearing. Video. What happened?
That's his business, not yours.
My business to ask, though, you know what I mean? I was actually going to drop the cameras and go into Kung Fu mode. Good thing you came back. If you hadn't come back, I was going to Kung Fu, bro. I'm just standing there filming, you know? These guys are so predictable. Such beta male chumpzillas that when you put torture cuffs on someone, you're torturing them.
I appreciate your information.
Well, it might not affect you at all. You might not give a rat's ass about another man. How many cops you guys need? You guys need a few more cops here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get another giant like this one. There's no third party to film cops searching your car. I mean, one time after I became known across the country, then the cops didn't put me in torture cuffs quite as tight. I was in torture cuffs and the guy tried to cut off the blood to my ulnar nerve and my arm. That's why this hand shakes now. Because of what he did. He's got his hands on his head like a POW though. You know, I'm not a fan of police, but at the same time, I'll treat you like an individual. Absolutely. Until someone gives me a directive or tries to demand my ID. Or
no, so you can't do that in here. You can do dogs all you want.
So let me let me tell you this: go pound sand, go pound sand, bro. Jump down on your knees and eat my shorts. I'm filming them right now. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it? No, you can't. No, you can't. Go ahead. Now let me educate this dirty Jack Boot Thug pig. You have a First Amendment right to film police. That right does not change when you go into a police lobby. It's right there, the right to film cops. You got people like that who don't know that this is a public forum. I can film in here anytime I'd like. What are you gonna do about it? Well, you're not gonna do a damn thing. And if you do, I'll sue you personally under 1983. And then you'll face federal district court. Or take your happy ass back to your office and flee like a little dog.
That was easy.
Look at this kid. Look at him. They little stick figure they put in a costume.
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
This is a kid. I could wipe the green from out behind his ears. Don't do this crap. Was your daddy a pig? Tell me what happened. Retire now, dude. Are you going to physically stop me from doing my job?
I'm not going to physically do that.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to walk around here and take some videos.
Okay.
So if you're done, then head on back.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
So that was a lie.
Today I need to help with police car about manning.
What did he say?
My dad was in the police department from 1946 to 1981. He retired as a shift commander. And I'll tell you what, this fire station was built in 1969. And he was here from 69 to 81. He was a shift commander here. And before that, you know where the big city hall is? When he first started, that city hall was built in about 1955. And the old city hall, he was in there. And then after that, what? Is there anybody I could talk to here?
Huh? Unless they want to come down to the gym.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
Instead of walking around sighing and breathing hard.
I don't like where this is going.
They're literally colluding together at the front and blocking me from entering.
Come on, man.
Dude, you better grab me while you got that badge on. I'm not going to physically challenge you, dude. Not while you got the badge on and you're working in a security capacity. I'm not going to challenge you. Hey, there we are. There's an officer of the law. I don't go in there and smash that desk and beat everybody up and say, I'll do what I want because I agree to live under a series of laws. I've agreed to that. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I won't violate your rights just like I don't want you to violate mine. I want a matter of record. I'm not willingly walking off. He's telling me if I don't leave that he's going to arrest me. And so as a man of law and order who respects the social contract and the rule of law, I'm going to do what he tells me to, because if I don't do what he tells me, he's going to arrest me. You are a bro. You're not tough at all. With your badge and gun, You got no badge and gun. You're a wuss. Don't get in my face, punk ass.
Excuse me.
Think you're a man with a gun in your hand, don't you?
You're a jack. Thank you for being a good. I'm telling you, dude.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Dude, get your hand off my camera, lady. I'm fired. Your dad's a pig. Your dad is a pig.
Call my dad a pig?
I think your dad's a pig, Bill. Are you really? Get off me, bro. Get off me, bro. You want to attack me? Do it. Go ahead.
No, I'm
Go
not trying to
ahead.
get.
Go ahead. What's the matter? You don't want to be on camera now that you tried to attack me? You can't attack me, dude. You need to get on a stair stepper for a while.
Where is law enforcement? 46.
For law enforcement for what? For having a civil discussion? Name and badge number. Name and badge number. What's your name and badge number? Hey, you have to identify yourself according to policy.
Leave him alone.
No, he has to identify.
No, he doesn't. Leave him alone. Go back to California. Leave them alone.
You're upset because he didn't identify himself.
You can't act in your official capacity and not give your name and badge number. This cop comes out here and starts demanding me around and then threatens me that he's going to come out. Well, then do it. Do it. Put me in torture cuffs. Then I get damages. Right now it'll be a declaratory judgment.
Sure.
He came out and asked me if my name was Dan. I said, I'm not going to tell you my name's Dan or not. And then he said, well, you can't film in here. You're making someone feel uncomfortable. So then I went right over and I put the camera on. The guy said, what are you going to do about it?
Got his name on the back here, and you also have my card with my contact information. We went away from badge numbers because we changed from badge numbers to department
Solomon
seniority.
Aries. Is he a lieutenant, a captain, a sergeant? What is Solomon?
He's a police officer.
He's an officer.
Yeah,
Well,
yes, sir.
he should not be promoted. You don't get to not identify and act in your official capacity. And that is worth filing for. It'll take me about 4 hours to write.
Policy not to jump out of people's vehicles.
But you guys killed the battery. Are you gonna help her get her car started?
Can't base off my policy.
Off your policy. What's your name and badge number?
What?
So that you can identify the thousands of people watching.
Why do I need to identify myself?
Because you're an officer on duty, and according to the LVMPD handbook, when someone asks you for your name and badge number, you're supposed to give it.
Based off what?
Your handbook that I've read, that you have not read, obviously. I'm a member of the press. I'm a member of the press. I need to identify you. Okay, I'll do what I do.
I grew up in this town, and this is bullshit.
They were going
They left the lights on. I can't even steer my car.
If you're gonna one up and you're gonna film the police, you better know what you're gonna say and how you're gonna say it. You have to practice saying it. So when you see a copper, you're gonna run up and you're gonna say, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be filming this interaction. I invoke my First Amendment right. You can address me as Mr. Good Citizen. You have to have your stick down. Cop comes up to me and says something, I'm a little bit confused.
You can leave
I'm
our
gonna
scene.
stand
Yes, you
right
can,
here.
sir.
I'm standing apart. I came to
Sir,
do
would
gas.
you like me to
and you guys,
trespass this individual
you
from your
can't
property?
trespass me. Honey, you can't solicit a trespass. Go ahead, let's follow it. Let's see if you're gonna get sued. She's trying to solicit a trespass from owners. It's illegal. You guys are seeing it all over the country. Auditors are getting arrested left and right. And why are they getting arrested? Because they don't have their stick down. They don't have their lingo, their jargon, their mumbo jumbo, and they don't invoke their rights. Now, when the cop comes up to me, the first thing I'm gonna say is, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. What's your name and badge number? Now, I just said that I get to be quiet and you have to tell me who you are. You see the power in that? You see the power in that?
Prison.
There we go. Can you guys hear me now? Are we all right? What is going on out there in the land of the unfree America? Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it. Happy Saturday afternoon. Do me a favor, everybody. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you would do that for me, please hit the like button. I would appreciate that so much. It's good to see everybody. A happy Saturday. I know I haven't been spending a lot of time doing this. I'm working on other things right now. Give me a 5x5. You guys can hear me okay, right? That'd be great. So I know I'm doing a lot of different things right now, and you guys may not understand the transition that's happening. I'm setting up here in Los Angeles to teach Constitutional Law Scholar the board game. I see a couple of you. Melisa, thanks for the super chat. SWE, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Melisa, I think I still need your shipping address. I got to ship you out something. What's going on, everybody? Everybody, do me a favor. Put in the comment section, OTVO. which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. And what are the 4 parts of Terry versus Ohio that have greatly changed the American landscape? Number 1, officer safety over all your rights. Number 2, it creates this thing called reasonable articulation before 1968. Number 3, it allows cops to run up and grab you in the form of their patting you down for weapons. And number 4, it allows cops to detain you, put you in torture cuffs, put you in the back of the cage in a car. That's what Terry versus Ohio actually does. Those are the 4 parts of Terry versus Ohio. So you should be able to, Mrs. Hates Pigs, Miss Hates Pigs is here, Miss Hates Pigs. What is going on? Grateful Dabs, Jody, good to see you, man. James, how is everybody? A pat down, Melissa, but really it's not a pat down. As you know, it's a POW style of arrest is what it is. Thanks for coming, everybody. I really appreciate it. I got nothing but love and support for all you guys. And let's get into our first video. I want to show you guys this. I watched this, and this was really disappointing to watch. I mean, this is a pretty short video, so it's really disappointing, but get ready. Did you guys hit the like button? Take your finger and hit the like button right down there. Let's jump into this first video and get into it a little bit.
You're just going to minimize and not be a man? That's cool. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm just getting your side of the story, but if you want to not talk to me and just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like an adult, totally cool.
What? What did he just say? What? I'm sorry. Did he just say minimize it, take it like a man? Good to see it. Yeah, you're me, Team DLZ. I got that. Minimize it and take it like a man. Money 420. Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate it. But he just said on here that he needs to take it like a man. What exactly does that mean? That means you sign up for a criminal record. You sign up for the state to take your money. You sign up to be on probation. You sign up to be in torture cuffs. You sign up to go to jail. But hey, I got it.
You're going to big boy jail today. I'm taking that car.
You're going to big boy jail today.
Take responsibility like an adult. Totally cool. You're going to big boy jail today. I'm taking that car and everything.
Complex 56.
The Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department had their eye on a social media user who was posting videos of him speeding away from law enforcement. In his profile, he claimed to be a Harvard student. Deputies finally caught up with the teen behind the social media account to give him a legal education.
Are we going 40? Danny Reaper. Hands up! Hands up!
Moving.
Hands up now! Put your hands up! Get out of the car! Hands up! All the hands, turn around. Turn around. Don't move.
Just take it.
That's clear. All right, going Trump.
Just take it.
That's clear. All right, going Trump. Let me know when you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, is that still live?
That's a sign you had.
I'm so sorry. Thanks for telling me, Brick. And by the way, you guys, if you guys didn't know, I saw last night this guy right here, Brick Jonesy. He's going out and filming cops. He doesn't have any subscribers. He's going out and filming cops with no subscribers. That means his passion is true. He really wants to film cops. Brick is going out and filming cops with no subs. So if you guys moderators want to throw his channel up in there, his link up in there, let's get him a few subs. Let's get him a few subs. I'm proud of you, Brick. Way to get out there. Now watch this. These cops are going to go after this car like they're going after Fallujah. They got a guy on his knees with his hands on top of his head. The police here act like they are in Iraq.
Just take it.
That's clear. All right, going Trump.
Moving up, clear, 4, get back. We got a guy who's speeding car here.
1.
Yeah, is that still live?
That's a sign you had in
I'm gonna call 203.
He still has that live too.
Yeah. Hello.
Somebody ready for a minute?
Stand by, look it up. Brick 2419er, 6er, looking for the moving up, everybody. We're coming in to the side. Everybody, okay, got a hands on. Fist up, get your gun up. Everybody get a shield. The militarization of these jackboot thug pigs is nothing short of disgusting. Watching this behavior on the streets of America is nothing less than disgusting. Put a 1 in the chat if seeing the cops act as though you are some sort of military operative that's trying to sneak in your super gun under your shirt. It is the most ridiculous, sadistic, disgusting, piggish behavior I could possibly ever see. It is unbelievable what we're seeing here. And this is the militarization of the police. Thanks, SWE and Roger. Appreciate the support.
What's your name?
Anthony.
Where's your ID?
It's in my pocket somewhere.
Stand up. Sit up. Okay. Where's your idea?
Thought I had it. But my name is Anthony Farias.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
What are your last name?
Farias, Farias.
Killed the sound.
How are you?
19.
Cool. Social?
I don't know.
You don't have it?
How old are you?
19.
You don't know your social?
And
You're not even an adult. You don't know your social.
yeah.
Hold tight. The cop's splaining is about to begin here. This is the reason I'm showing this to you here.
He's not answering. Okay.
Yeah.
They might be on that 45 rollover.
Get on whatever channel.
There's a South Pat tonight, right?
Huh?
There's a South Pat tonight.
I don't know.
So, are those guys out during the day?
Yeah.
47 guys at least.
47 guys are out. I don't know if they are.
You want me to break down the face over the initial?
Yeah, I want to wait for 2 of you before any 10-27. I'm going to go to. How old are you? 19. You don't know your social? You're not even an adult. You don't know your social.
Why would you give the cops your social security number? I don't really understand that. For what reason? Why would they? I'm just so confused. Why would you give the police your social security number? You wouldn't do that. You would not give your social security number.
Well, you have the right to talk to an attorney for advice before we ask any questions, and to have an attorney with you during questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the state of New Mexico, free of charge, for any question if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without an attorney present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering any questions to talk to an attorney. Anthony, do you understand what I just read to you? You said yes, sir, and I see you nodding your head. Okay. With what I just read to you in mind, do you want to talk to me about what's going on? Cool. So why am I here? Just hanging out? Okay. What else happened? You're just chilling just like that.
Oh, yeah.
What happened after you're chilling?
We're just cruising.
Cruising? You're just going to minimize and not be a man? That's cool. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm just getting your side of the story, but if you want to not talk to me and just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like an adult, totally cool. You're going to big boy jail today. I'm taking that car and everything. Just going to evidence.
So this kid's 19 years old. Whatever he has done or has not done, what you're seeing happening here is the intimidation of police to try to belittle him, intimidate him, and scare him. That's what you're seeing. From the military operations to the way they're talking to one another, it's just so unbelievable and it's unacceptable.
Be a man, take responsibility like story, but if you want to not talk to me and just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like.
So I want to slow this down right here, and I want to listen to this. I want you to listen to what they're saying here.
But if you want to not talk to me and just.
If you want to not talk to me,
minimize everything and not be.
And minimize everything.
A man, take responsibility like.
And not be a man and take responsibility. That's what you're talking about. You're talking about, so if you're going to be a man, then you're going to walk yourself right into a confession to the police. Is that what he's saying here?
Minimize and not be a man. That's cool. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm just getting your side of the story, but if you want to not talk to me and just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like an adult, totally cool. You're going.
I'm so sorry. I apologize here. He's trying his best to minimize it. And by the way, Team DLZ, and there's like 4 or 5 of you guys who are using the username Team DLZ. I appreciate the support. It means a lot to me, but that's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. Listen carefully to what the cop is saying. And this cop is trying to browbeat him into, number 1, a confession to a crime. Number 2, to a trip to the dungeon. And number 3, a way to not use his rights, for him to not invoke his Fifth Amendment right. Listen carefully to what he says here.
You're just chilling just like that.
Oh, yeah.
You're just chilling just like that.
What happened after you're chilling?
No, he said, we're just cruising. No, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent right there. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent right there. You don't let a cop say, oh, I want you to be a man, take responsibility. Listen, you absolutely don't listen to Joey. Joey, you couldn't be more wrong. In this particular situation, what you want to do is you want to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what you want to do. You do not want to confess at all whatsoever. At all whatsoever. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs.
You're just chilling just like that.
Before, yeah.
What happened after you're chilling?
We're just cruising.
Cruising? You're just going to minimize and not be a man? That's cool. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm just getting your side of the story, but if you want to not talk to me and you just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like an adult, totally cool.
Yep. That and you just continue to say what Jeff Hates Pig said. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You should be using your trifold. You should have it right out with your camera. He's in torture cuffs because he ran. There's 3 things you can't do. You can't run, you can't fight, and you can't miss court. As we know, I still have an outstanding misdemeanor trespass warrant in Ironton, Ohio for failing to appear. The circumstances were extenuating. It was extenuating circumstances. If I had gone to court, they would have revoked my bond for peacefully protesting and put me in that Ironton jail where 10 to 20 people die every year mysteriously. So I made the right choice to leave Ironton, Ohio. But now what I'm doing is there's Joey. Now you got it, Joey. You want to use your cop cards. You want to follow. Look, you guys don't understand. The reason why I put a pair of cop cards in every single order, no matter what you order from me, unless it's print at home stuff and I'm not shipping. If I ship you anything, I give you these cop cards for free. Go to my website, deletelaws.com with a Z, order a trifold. I give you the cop cards for free. I give these away. Don't tell anybody, but tell everybody. If you order anything that I mail to you in the mail, I give you a pair of cop cards for free. I put them in it. There's the non-driver card and there's the driver card. The blue one's the driver, the non-driver is the yellow. I give these to you for free. Why would I do that? How come I would do that? These cost me $7,000 to get these cards. So why would I give them away for free? Because when you break it down, it's worth it. It's worth it for me to put these in your bag so that you have these, so you invoke your Fifth Amendment right, so that you're not doing what this guy could be tempted to do, which is talk to cops. You don't want to talk to cops. Trust me, baby. Trust me. You don't want to talk to cops. Don't start telling them, oh, I was just cruising. I was just going here. No. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right immediately. The second the cop starts talking, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what you do. That's how you do it. You don't do it any different. I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth.
I'm in the big boy jail today. I'm taking that. It doesn't matter to me, dude. I'm just getting your side of the story, but if you want to not talk to me and you just minimize everything and not be a man, take responsibility like an adult, totally cool. You're going to big boy jail today. I'm taking that car and everything with it.
He's going to jail anyway because he fled from police, so don't make it worse by talking to them.
Just going to evidence. If you want to change your mind, tell me anything. I'm right here.
Go ahead, come here. Have a seat. Sir. Lean back.
So I just, I want you just to take a look at this, okay? So look at the space that he's being put in. Okay, look at that. Why should we be treated that way? Why should you be treated like this? Less than 1% of people are criminally insane. There's no reason for you to be put into a cage like that. There's no reason at all. And now that he's torture cuffed and now he's put on hard plastic, a little claustrophobic area, there's bars on the windows, and now they're going to strap him in. It's cruel and unusual punishment. It's inhumane to treat free Americans in this manner. I mean, the kid said, "I'm just cruising."
The teen was charged with aggravated fleeing law enforcement, racing on highways, and improper display of registration. A few days later, Bernalillo County Sheriff John Allen made the teen the center of a press conference talking about street racing.
Oh, they always shift it. You know who they shifted this about as well? Anthony Allegrini. Do you guys remember Anthony Allegrini Jr. out of Philadelphia? Do you guys remember that? They murdered that 18-year-old beautiful young man. They murdered him. And then the press conference was all about street racing, which Anthony Allegrini was not involved in at all. Anthony Allegrini Jr., if you haven't seen his Instagram, you'll just cry. I mean, Mike Hates Pigs is here. He remembers. I mean, do you remember? Do you remember Anthony Allegrini Jr.? Let me know if you do.
That speed racers, criminals always use social media. But I will warn all the criminals out there, don't test us. We're going to come for you. If you're going to brag on social media, and I see videos myself of you running away from my deputies, not only putting them at...
I mean, look at the whole stance. Okay, so we're going to watch this and then I'll interrupt it after that. But look at the entire stance and then I want to say something.
Criminals
press conference talking about street racing.
That speed racers, criminals always use social media. But I will warn all the criminals out there, don't test us. We're going to come for you. If you're going to brag on social media, and I see videos myself of you running away from my deputies, not only putting them at danger, but our communities at danger, I take that seriously.
Okay, so let's listen to this.
Brag on social media, and I see videos myself of you running away from my deputies, not only putting them at danger, but our communities at danger.
But they said in my police report that my lips were white. His lips are white. Maybe his mouth's a little chapped.
I take that seriously.
Okay, so hold on a minute. Okay, so listen, it would be one thing. It would be one thing. Anthony Allegrini Jr. is on Instagram if you want to find his account. That's right. Anthony Allegrini Jr. on Instagram is where I saw his account. I can't really watch it because I cry. So I met his family, and if you listen to everything this little piggy right here said, this little piggy said, can I go? Okay, so listen to what he says here.
Bernalillo County Sheriff John Allen made the teen the center of a press conference talking about street racing.
That speed racers, criminals always use social media.
So if they were having any great effect, if they were changing things, then the authoritarian, you run from my deputies, that kind of stuff, then I would understand. But they're not having an effect. Put a 1 in the chat if crime in your neighborhood has never been worse. Put a 1 in the chat if street racing has never been worse. Put a 1 in the chat if you can literally, if you can see the crime and the drug abuse and everything going wrong in your neck of the woods. So all of this tough talk isn't doing us a damn bit of good. None of these things are doing well for you and I. It's not helping. The authoritarian pig mentality, the piggish mentality isn't making our streets safer. It's locking people up for years and years. There I am again, another team DLZ. It's locking people up for decades and making our communities worse. Listen to this guy go on and on and on.
But I will warn all the criminals out there, don't test us. We're going to come for you.
Okay. I will warn all the criminals out there, don't test us. We will come for you. Okay. Don't test us. We're going to come for you. And then what happens? Let's play that out. Let's say that he comes for them. Let's say. Then what? Then he arrests them, puts them in a dungeon for months or years on end. They get out. They are worse for the community. Thanks for the super chat, James. Appreciate you, man. So they're worse for the community. They're worse for society. They're 3 steps behind everybody else. They can't keep up. They can't keep going. They're completely and utterly screwed. Mike hates pigs. Mike hates pigs. Got Jeff hates pigs. Got Mike hates pigs. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. See that thumbs up down there? Hit the like button. I miss you guys, man. I'm so busy right now building this studio to teach Constitutional Law Scholar. I miss you guys. I feel like I'm not here very much, and I miss everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. It means a ton to me.
You're going to brag on social media, and I see videos myself of you running away from my deputies, not only putting them at danger, but our communities at danger. I take that seriously.
Yeah, he takes it seriously.
I'll step out of the vehicle for $500.
We're not watching.
Feast, just off of 42. I was driving down the road and we saw some people standing here, and go figure they just saw the pig. It's in this clump of woods on the south side of Feast.
I love him already. Do you not love him already? Listen to what he says right here. Let me turn it all the way up so it's loud enough. Listen to what he says here.
And go figure they just saw the pig. It's in this clump of woods.
They just saw the pig. It's in this clump of woods.
On the south side of Feast. So they're from the pig rescue. So I explained to them that we'll try to euthanize.
They're from the pig rescue. Are they talking about an animal or are they talking about the coppers? Can you guys let me know? Are they talking about the animals? Or are they talking about the coppers? Are they talking about the pigs who are the cops on the scene? Or are they talking about an actual pig? I'm just dying to know. Is it a real pig or are you talking about cops?
Euthanize. I'll try to tranquilize it, but I did explain that we're gonna have to do what we have to do to try and resolve this. So I'm gonna start taking a walk with the train gun. So, all right, thank you. Not right this second.
Wait a minute. They're going to kill the pig?
Hey, this is a long shot, but would you be willing to call in Geisel to help me or no? Well, I'm gonna have to carry probably a lethal and a tranquilizer. So I got a lot to kind of process. I wouldn't mind having another shooter.
Definitely not from Alaska. This guy's definitely not from Alaska.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
this is Bob LaViolet. He's a retired sheriff's office. This is Deputy Olson. I'm just training her.
hi.
I'm going to go try and tranquilize it, but
Where is it?
we don't know. They last out on the corner of this house heading, they think that way. So
I'll keep an eye out. If I see it, I'll give you a shout.
appreciate it.
Thanks. Congratulations on the election.
Thank you.
Why don't you carry this for me?
Yes, because now my guessing is one of us walk this side, the other one walk the other side in case she came out. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is if we do have to shoot, I need to know where everybody's at. So, you know, I looked on the map and this is a pretty expansive. So I'm thinking we'll go to Innoways and we'll just kind of wander and see what we see.
Okay.
And we'll kind of go from there.
Do you want me to go with you or stay here? Or?
If you want to carry the food and come with, I don't think I have a problem with that.
Middle of the road. Go down there and take a left. Take a right there.
Where is she?
Traffic stop right now.
Come on, let's go. Go around here and take a left. Really, so. Come on, go around these people if you have to. If no traffic's coming.
Stop! So cops are now pig hunters? They gotta chase this pig down? Like there's nobody in town who needs any help with anything? They have to kill this pig?
Piggy. Hey.
What? What the? I'm so sorry. I apologize. Forgive me here for interrupting. Did he just call the pig here, piggy, and then shoot it? Is that what he just did? Like, what? Why is he shooting the pig? For what reason does he have to kill it?
I have to.
No, you have to do it. No.
You don't gotta kill it. What are you talking about?
I have to.
No, you have to do it. No. All you have to do is just shoot
He's in the highway, man. 121 shots fired. The pig's been dispatched. Ma'am.
Did he just say the pig has been dispatched? Is that what that pig just said? The pig has been dispatched? Is that what you say in front of a woman whose animal you just killed? She had a little bag of food in her hands. Did you see this? Unbelievable.
I apologize. I get it. She was standing in the road when I got here. Ma'am, it's okay. I'm sorry. This is not what I wanted, okay? She's not suffering. Those are nerves, okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
Had to do that.
You didn't have to do it.
No. Please.
Oh, my God. My God. I mean, Are you guys watching this? Am I the only one who's like, why'd you have to kill the animal? It's like a dog that got out. Pigs are as smart as dogs. He called it, come here, and then he shot it, and now let me see if I can even show this. I don't even think I can show it. I don't even think I can show it. I don't. Let me drop the link in the chat so you guys can watch it. Because I don't think. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know YouTube has just destroyed this channel, but here's the link. I'm gonna watch part of this here with the screen big so that. So let me give you a narration here.
I apologize. Okay.
The pig is on the ground, flailing around, trying to gasp for air and going through shock from being shot.
This is not what I wanted.
It's exactly what you wanted. This is exactly what you wanted. You lying jackboot thug pig. This is exactly what you wanted. But don't call them pigs. But don't call them pigs. Hold on a minute.
Just stay up there, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would show this to you, but Daddy YouTube has decided that you're not a mature enough person. You know, you're not allowed to see what cops do to people and their animals.
She's not suffering, okay?
She's not suffering, okay? So the pig says she's not suffering, okay? As the pig is on the ground, writhing in pain and dying. And the cop says, she's not in pain, okay? You just made that up. You just decided she wasn't in pain. Is that what you did?
The kicking is the nerves, unfortunately, but she's not breathing, okay? So can I give you a little back history just to explain ourselves? This is the third time she's been in the state highway, okay? Can you imagine if that...
I've been following. I know
Okay.
what you say, but why she was down here? Why can't you just tranquilize her?
Because what it takes for me to pull that, I can show you the box. I have to load 2 darts. I have to get the gun, and she's... How many times can we let her run away, and then she's back in the road, right? Unfortunately, if she would have been in the field, I got a little more time. I can load up a trank. In this case, I got traffic backed up.
I don't care. They didn't care.
A car that's not stopping would, though, okay? I know you're not happy with me, but I just want you to understand that that wasn't my goal.
Yeah, but no matter how much you explain yourself,
Yeah.
you could have tranquilized her. You
Okay.
had.
No matter how much you cop splain.
No matter how much you explain yourself,
Yeah.
you could have tranquilized her. You
Okay,
had it ready.
well-
You had it in your hand down there. You had it.
It wasn't loaded. Because to load up those darts, then I have to see the pig, all right? This is my supervisor. You can talk to him.
Can I go down there by her now? I have pet pigs.
Okay.
I have 4. I have 3. I just lost one.
Give us just a minute or 2 more to make sure. I don't want to see you get kicked.
I don't care if I get kicked. I've been kicked. I have pet
I know,
pigs.
but I obviously have a job to protect the public, right?
Can I still take her?
If you wish to, that would...
She wants her whether you killed her or not.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Is what she said to me over there.
I don't have an issue with that. I don't want it to go to waste.
She's not going to be eaten. She's going to be buried.
What a pig, dude. This guy just can't understand that the pet was an animal. The pig was a pet. I'm not sure if you guys know this or not. I'm not sure how many people are savvy to the truth here. Pigs are as smart as dogs, and they are amazing pets. I was raised on a peninsula in Alaska. A guy named Big Ed had a pig as a pet. We all played with the pig. It would chase you around just like a dog, gnaw on your backside, try to grab your leg, pull on the sleeves of your coat with his little pig teeth. Pigs are as smart as dogs. Chuck Bronson in the hizzy. What's going on, Chuck? What's going on, my brother? Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Her whether you killed her or not was what she take her.
If you wish to, that
She wants her whether you killed her or not was what she said to me over there.
I don't have an issue with that. I don't want it to go to waste.
She's not going to be eaten. She's going to be buried.
Okay.
I'm sorry for being snarky. This is just not,
I
this is
expect
not
it.
the outcome I wanted.
You are being amazing considering what I expected, okay? I understand that I had a hard job to do, and I don't expect you to be happy with it because it's not the outcome we wanted either. Unfortunately, when she's in the highway, I did what I had to do.
She wasn't in the highway, dude. She was off in the ditch. You could have shot her with the tranquilizer and waited.
Okay? I'm sorry. I'll give you a minute to be by yourself, all right?
I just want to go down there by
You can. I think that's fine.
Oh, you mean you can go down to the slain animal that's not going to hurt anybody?
Yeah, if you just want to pull in front of us, sir, just so that we have our lights protecting you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Now he's concerned about the people's well-being?
We don't know. It was in the highway. What'd you shoot? My God.
It was in the highway. How come it's dead in the grass over there? If it was in the highway, why is it over there in the can anybody see it's not Jeff hates pigs? Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs is here. Jeff, let me ask you a question. Was the pig in the highway? Let me ask the people of Washington. There's just over 300 people across the channels. Was the pig in the highway? Yes or no? Yes, pig was in the highway. No, pig was not in the highway. I just need to understand. Was the pig in the highway? Yes, the pig was in the highway, or no, the pig was not in the highway. I just want to see. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe my eyes aren't working. It looked to me like the pig was hiding in the ditch, that he could have shot that pig with a tranquilizer gun. That could have happened. Do you think that could have happened? That looked like that could have happened. I'm just saying it could have happened. They could have waited and shot him with a tranquilizer gun and then waited for the pig to fall asleep and then said, hey, you got to build a better pin to secure the pig. I just don't understand what I'm seeing here. He said the pig, listen to what he says here.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. We don't know. It was in the highway.
It looks like it's in the ditch. He shot it in the ditch. It's not on a highway at all.
What'd you shoot? My God. Camera's on. My 308.
Oh, rifle?
Yeah.
You open up.
Oh, that must have been fun killing that pig that was just hiding in the grass there.
This isn't gonna end. I mean, there's some passerbys that were upset because it was kicking, which is nerves.
No, dude. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. So, hey, little monster pig, little Jessica Kerstad. What is going on, Jessica? I left you a voicemail yesterday. I hope you got it, Jessica. Jessica is a big supporter, big member of Team DLZ. Absolutely love you, Jessica. So I actually did a call out last night. Where's Jessica? Now you showed up. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. So let me just run this back after I said hello to Jessica.
Rifle?
Yeah.
You open up.
This isn't gonna end. I mean, there's some passerbys that were upset because it was kicking, which is nerves. I shot it twice in the head with a 308, which is the most humane thing I have with me. So
people passing by because its legs are kicking from just nerves. No, Copper, no. People are upset because you shot the pig at all. People are upset because you killed the pig. That's why. Listen, I love bacon too. I love bacon, bandwidth chef. I love bacon. I eat pig. I hate to say it, but I do. A number of years I didn't eat pigs, but I do now. And so what we're talking about though is we're talking about a pet. It wasn't a pig for butchering. They're not even going to butcher it. They're going to take the pig and bury it with all the meat on it and put it to rest because they loved the pig. I can't go vegan, Pizza Cat. I can't do it. But so just for the pig who's watching this, or the pig who could be watching this, or I'm so sorry, I can't call them pigs. Don't call them pigs. Whatever you do, Chili, you call them pigs and you're a bad guy. You can't call them pigs. So the police officer who shot the pig, the police officer who shot the pig
That is just the silliest thing ever. So he thinks that people are upset because the legs were kicking. Stomper said, what a hero. Like, no, the people are upset because you shot the pet pig who was in the ditch, not in the road, that you could have shot with a tranquilizer, but you wanted to kill it. I mean, just be honest, bro.
So we were getting yelled at by two people on a motorcycle. You got to do better than that is what they're saying. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Shoot it. So.
Oh, look. Oh, listen to this. Listen to how quick he says it.
You got to do better than that is what they're saying. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Shoot it.
Shoo, that's how quick.
So.
Kill that pig.
I told her I didn't have a problem if they want to take the pig.
And the guy over on Melrose.
He wouldn't admit to it. It's his, but he just kept saying, if it was me, I would shoot it. I've been looking for it for 2 weeks. I'm like, well, if you've been looking for 2 weeks and it's not your pig. And he was pretty close to admitting it, but he wouldn't come off it. I think he's just afraid of the liability.
Sure.
So this lady is friends with, I didn't get names and anything yet, but a lady named TJ who runs a rescue.
Yeah, down in
Kakana.
Oh, okay.
They were trying to get a trailer here. It was sighted over here, just across from Bob LaViolet's. I had the train gun out. We grabbed our stuff. He was leaving to go get the trailer, and he pulled out and said, hey, the pig's in the middle of the highway. Around the corner, traffic's all backed up. We came here, and the southbound traffic was backed up, but there was nothing.
Yeah.
And the pig was running right down the middle of the road. Not running, kind of trotting, walking. I was like, what do you do? So.
Did you have a trailer, or how?
He was going to get it.
I was going to get one.
Okay, where's that at?
It's like 25 minutes away. They gave me like a Luxembourg address.
Okay.
So her friend who runs the rescue.
Tina?
TJ.
Yeah. Yep, I talked to her.
It's a place called Wilson's Wish. I think it's another sanctuary. But he had a trailer. It's like 25 minutes away. So.
If you want to go with your wife, at some point I'll just need to get your names if you guys don't mind.
Of course.
Appreciate it. Careful on that hill.
I guess you got to watch the rest on Rumble. Got to watch the rest on Rumble, huh? So this is in Toronto, and this just happened. So they blurred it. Let me make the announcement here real quick. They blurred it. This is a blurred video. This is blurred. YouTube censors. You hear me? This video is blurred. Are you ready to watch it? The video is blurred, YouTube censors.
Hey!
A group of onlookers shout at a couple of Toronto police officers as they attempt an arrest in an alley near Church and Isabella.
Do not hit him! What the f***? Stop it! Hey!
Star Spider shot this video and couldn't believe the number of officers who appeared.
What the f***?
Upwards of 9 officers were seen on top of the man, kicking and punching.
I was so aghast. I was astonished in the worst possible way that this had happened and not one person stopped to engage with him.
Watching the video back, she can't wrap her head around the callousness.
See, some of them are kicking him in this pile. One guy on the outside is just trying to get his foot in there. What is the point of that?
Do you think also that this is an example of police brutality?
Yes, absolutely. There was no reason to use that sort of force. There was no reason to punch him. There was no reason to throw him to the ground. He was already restrained by these 2 officers who were clearly overpowering him.
A former chair of the Toronto Police Services Board who subsequently authored a book on excessive force says an officer's response must be proportionate with an emphasis on restraint.
Instead of trying to find out what was happening, they just join in and pile on this one frail person. I don't have words to describe it.
Toronto police say the initial officers were responding to a trespassing call. When the man resisted arrest, they called in backup.
What was the message? that these two people, these two cops, sent out that led a posse of thugs to come rushing, and without checking, without gathering more information, just join in and viciously continue the assault.
Do you think that these officers should be charged with assault?
Absolutely.
Instead, police say it's the man who now faces charges, including assault with intent to resist. In a statement, police say body-worn camera footage and any other video evidence will be collected and reviewed as per our procedures. Any necessary follow-up regarding officer training or conduct will be addressed. Police also say the man did not require medical attention.
I don't want to leap to judgment immediately. So,
you know, you don't want to leap to judgment. She's at 2 minutes and 29 seconds here. So she's at 2 minutes and 29 seconds. Don't leap to judgment that you see the cops pounding somebody's head in.
A group of onlookers shout at a couple of Toronto police officers as they attempt an arrest in an alley near Church and Isabella.
Do not hit him! What the f***? Stop it! Hey!
Star Spider shot this video.
3 cops, not 2. But she doesn't want to rush to any judgment. She could never say the cops are doing it wrong. And look at the guy.
I don't want to leap to judgment.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. You don't want to burst your little bubble, honey. You don't want to understand that the cops in our society have become the criminals.
Immediately. So we'll see where the investigation goes.
While the mayor, who hasn't watched the video, is reserving judgment, Alok Mukherjee has seen enough.
Is the police services board? I mean, is nobody there saying, well, what's going on in our jurisdiction? Why is this kind of behavior happening again and again and again?
He is now calling for the Police Services Board to launch a review of the chief's handling of officer interactions.
I'm sorry to say, this incident to me was the last straw under this chief. I mean, the callousness, the brazenness, that people are standing there, they are disturbed, they are screaming, and those men could not care less.
In a statement, the Police Services Board wrote the board is prohibited from making policies or decisions with respect to specific investigations, the conduct of specific operations, the discipline of specific police officers, and the day-to-day operations of the police service.
It's clear as the video progresses that the individual's hands are not secured.
This retired staff sergeant.
Oh, well, they bring a cop in to explain it. So now they're going to, this just chaps my ass every time. We heard that last week when I called that copper, and she was saying on the phone that, you know, we need a cop to investigate this situation. Only a cop can do the investigation because only a cop understands the policies, procedures, and protocols. Now we see a savage beatdown by these JBTPs. And what do? They bring in another cop to explain the reason why the beatdown absolutely had to happen.
Clear as the video progresses that the individual's hands are not secured.
This retired staff sergeant and former use of.
It's clear that the hands are not, they're not put together. They don't have the hands secured. And as you know, in Canada, there's no firearms. Hardly anybody has a firearm in Canada, but the hands are not secured. He could pull out a pocket knife.
A force instructor notes in the video, one of the initial 2 officers.
Yeah, did you watch carefully when the clip comes back on? The cop will be dropping an elbow in the guy's ear. Watch it. Watch him drop an elbow in the guy's ear.
Retired staff sergeant and former use of force instructor notes in the video.
There it was. Sorry about that. I'm on Reddit and it's not. Let me see if I can go. Okay, there's that, but there's no.
Not secured.
This retired staff sergeant and former use of force instructor notes in.
Okay, so watch this guy up here. He's going to reach his arm up over the guy's head and drop an elbow into his ear.
The video.
So there's the punch across the face and then the elbow.
One.
You see that? That's not trying to subdue someone. That's trying to kill them.
The initial 2 officers was on his back, and depending on the officer's perception of risk, this could be in line with police training.
Now the news is saying that you bring a cop on there. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable. They show the cop savagely attacking a guy. Then they bring on a cop for the cop to say it's justified. And then the news themselves say it's justified. So who's the fourth estate? Who's the individual third-party arbitrator who can at least call it correctly? Who is that third party? Because this news isn't calling it correctly. It's all a lie. I'm not going to interrupt to listen from the beginning to the end. Toronto Police Board is prohibited from making policies or decisions with respect to specific we can't say or do anything.
Specific police officers and the day-to-day operations of the police service.
It's clear as the video progresses that the individual's hands are not secured.
This retired staff sergeant and former use of force instructor notes in the video one of the initial 2 officers was on his back, and depending on the officer's perception of risk, this could be in line with police training.
If the citizen is resisting that arrest, if the level of resistance is such that you require backup or assistance, that certainly would be within.
Yeah. You know, he needs to jump in here. So listen to what this pig here is saying and then watch the action.
Police training.
If the citizen is resisting that arrest.
If the citizen is resisting that arrest, so how do you deal with that?
If the level of resistance is such that you require.
The level of resistance is such.
Backup.
That you require backup. Now watch this pig right here knee him in the head as there's 3 other men on top of him.
Or assist.
Watch this pig right here. See this? You guys see it right here, right above the square. See the square right above the square. See that pig right there? He's going to knee the man in the head while there's 2 other pigs on top of him.
That certainly would be.
Yeah, knee him in the back of the head. There's his feet down there. So he literally just kneed the guy in the back of the head.
The level of resistance is such that you require backup or assistance. That certainly would be within the areas of appropriate numbers and appropriate techniques.
Now this guy over here is kicking him too. Are you watching this? Watch the guy laying on the ground over here, right above the square right here. This guy's going to be flat on his back, stomping the guy.
Of appropriate numbers and appropriate.
See this guy right here? Now you got half a dozen, 6, 7 cops.
Technique.
Now this guy's on the ground. And what's this guy's technique right here on the ground going to be? See that right above the square? See this guy with his hat right here? Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it right here? Watch him kick. Stomping. And now he's kicking him in the head when he's on the ground too. It's a good old-fashioned beatdown. You know what this reminds me of? 1950 in America. 1950. Brown versus Board of Education happened in 1954. That ended segregation, not officially till 1964, but 1954. Good old-fashioned beatdown. Everybody circle around, take a punch, take a kick. Everybody kick. He's kicking him. They're punching him and kicking him and attacking him. Wow. Are you guys seeing it? Put a 1 in the chat if that's some disgusting ass bullshit that we just saw right there. You know, if people wonder why we don't like the police, why people call them pigs, we don't call them pigs. Don't call them pigs. Whatever you do, don't call them pigs. They can act like this, but don't call them pigs. That wheelie hurt their feelings. They don't want you to call them piggies. Don't call them pigs, whatever you do. Because if you call them pigs, pigs are going to be so sad that you called them a pig. You should not have been calling them a pig. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up. This is probably going to be a demonetized and age-restricted stream because I showed the violence. My webmasters, we still don't have Team DLZ up, where I'm going to put the full videos without any blurring, and then I can't get in trouble anymore. But hey, you know, he wasn't complying with the pigs. He didn't want to have his head stomped in. So, you know, he was fighting back. He was fighting back. He shouldn't have been fighting. I don't know what he was thinking fighting back. I don't know what he was thinking. Go ahead and send that over to me, Jessica. Send me that video you're talking about, Jessica Kirsten.
Good. That's basically it. But he's hung around to make sure everything's okay. Yeah. So
Grab her information real quick. I'll grab his. 15 County, you downgrade this to a PD. How you doing? What happened today, sir?
Okay, I was coming down Oak Street with the green light, and right about here, this young lady came around the corner on her bike. She didn't stop to hit the side of my car. You can see where she hit the.
Okay. The kid struck the car. She's declining treatment. We got to get her here, though. Okay. Do you have your license, registration, insurance with you, sir?
Okay. There's a registration.
Okay.
There's an insurance card. She didn't want to stay. We almost had to forcibly keep her here. Oops. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Got it. There you go. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if the old man's hands are shaking because he's old, but he's in front of a copper with a gun.
Yeah. Your insurance is in here, you said? Your vehicle insurance? You have that with you?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Here.
Okay. There's that back for you. I got your license out of it.
Okay.
I'll get that back to you.
All
Okay.
right.
Just hang tight. If you want to sit in your car, I'll be right back with you.
All
Okay? 15 County. Coffee truck. Come here.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't fucking touch me.
Listen.
Don't fucking
Hey, listen.
Don't take all my fucking things.
Yeah, we are calling your parents.
Okay, so I got to stop it right here, and we got to talk about this a little bit. We got 2 Team DLZs in here. Thanks for coming, both of y'all. I appreciate it. I know who one of you is. I'm not sure who the other one is, but thank you. I appreciate the support. It means a lot. So I need to explain something to you so that you understand it, and this is important. When the police are on the scene and they say that you have to stay right here, they have the right to detain you, and that right comes from the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio. You can't ride away on your bike or drive away in your car or walk away on your feet if the cops have told you that you're being detained. This is the whole reason why this hoodie I'm wearing says, "We don't stop, Team DLZ" on it, why the back of it says OTVO, because overturning Terry versus Ohio would make it so that you couldn't be detained. Now, when you get into an accident, you're not allowed to flee an accident. So even if Terry versus Ohio, when it is overturned, the police can still make you stay there during the accident report. You can say, "I plead the Fifth Amendment." You don't have to. You should pull out your cop cards or your trifold and say, "I plead the Fifth Amendment." Then she's not driving, so the non-driver card, it would be number 2. Cop approaches and says any words at all to you, and you say, "While filming, state these exact words. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent." You could do that. That's for sure. You get these on deletelaws.com. If you order a trifold, I give them to you for free. But if the cop is there and telling you that you have to stay there, you do. And this is a Terry thing. They have the right to detain you. Even without Terry versus Ohio, if you get in an accident and the cops come and they want to question you, you have to sit there and say, "I plead the Fifth Amendment. I'm not going to be answering any questions without my lawyer." But you have to sit there. I'm all for rule of law, law and order. The sovereign citizens are the cops who are not following the rule of law, who are beating, raping, killing, cheating us in the streets every day, day in and day out. Special Ed Andrew, I see you too. So I want you guys to understand that if the cops say you have to stay right here, then you do. You can't run away or they can torture cuff you.
Don't fucking touch me.
Listen.
Don't fucking
Hey, listen.
Don't make it worse than what it is. Don't say call my fucking parents.
Yeah, we are calling your parents. Get off the board. You're being detained now for cooperation.
For what?
For cooperation of investigation.
Get off of me. No, what?
What are you doing? You don't want to
Get
do
off
this.
of me. I'll tell you what my fucking name is. Oh, stop. God, get off of me. Let my hand go.
Relax.
To the ground.
Did you just hear what these dirty JBTPs just said? Put it in the comment section, JBTP. What did they just say?
Let my hand go.
To the ground.
To the ground. They want to put her on the ground, face first, push her face into the ground, put their knees in her back.
You're going to get hurt. Stop.
And it's funny because she's a teenage girl, so teenagers are pretty strong.
Stop. Get the fuck off of me.
Seriously.
I'm not going nowhere.
Dude. Stop.
She said she's not going anywhere. Her feet are not moving.
Bro, tell me to get off of me.
I'm not going to slam over. No. I'm not going to do that.
No, tell me to get off of me.
Get back. Now. Tell him I'm trying to help him out. Get back.
Record this shit, young.
Get back.
Mom, get off of me.
Get back. Just back up, man. Seriously, just back up. You let that badge go to your head, man. You let that badge go to your head. Stop. For no reason. I'm trying to help you. Then turn around. Put your hands behind your back. You're being detained. You're being detained right now.
Bro, get that hard ass shit off. Fuck, y'all, get that shit off of me. Get off.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Get off.
Stop.
I'm sorry, we got to pause it for 1 second because the YouTube artificial intelligence sensors will hear the screaming and naturally, of course, assume that you are too immature to see content like this. You're not an adult, you are a child, so they need to age restrict this immediately. It has to be age restricted.
Stop. 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 Stop going down. Stop going down. Stop. Stop, okay? Take a seat. Okay? Listen. What's your name? Hey. What's your name? 15 to 1. You want to start down here. What's your name?
I think this is a good time for a little bit of a break right here, real quick. So Jennifer Hill says, I actually think this girl needed a healthy dose of consequences. Did she break a law, though? What do you guys think of that? Do you think these cops are there to put consequences on an underage girl? Do you think that's what they're there to do? Or is the role of police to uphold the individual liberties of Americans? That's what the police are there to do. They're not to instill consequences onto a 15-year-old girl, right? I mean, can we all agree on that? Can everybody agree on that? That the cops are not there to apply consequences. I mean, Jennifer, thanks for the comment. I don't necessarily agree with you. You know, you're allowed to disagree. We're allowed to have different perspectives. But from my perspective, this is disgusting behavior by full-grown men. She stopped walking. She said, I'm not trying to leave, but they insisted on throwing her on the ground. So that's what I'm talking about.
My shoe.
What's your name? There's your shoe. What's your name? 15 County. We're already at your PI at Randolph and Lucas. Not right now. Listen, we're trying to help you, okay?
I'm not fucking hurt!
Well, we need your we need your parent here.
For what?
Because you're underage.
Because they're watching a fucking football game.
Well, that's not an excuse for them not to come down here, okay?
Let me get off the ground!
No, you're not coming up off the ground. You're staying right there.
Why can't she get off the ground? But let's answer Free Dom's question. Hey, Free Dom, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Can a cop lie about whether or not you're under arrest? If so, how can you resist arrest? If not, then can you use this to identify an undercover cop? So there's 3 questions there. The first one, can the cop lie? Put a 1 in the chat if the cop can lie. Put a 1 in the chat if the cop can lie. Joseph Barbini, put a 1 in the chat if the cop can lie. And that should give you your answer right there, Free Dom. Then number 2, if so, can you resist? You can passively resist. You guys have seen me passively resist police. After going to jail, after I spent 4 months in the dungeon, and then in my 3 different civil rights lawsuits, 2 of the civil rights lawsuits, the judges are on the cop's side. And you can really pin this down in the 2019 case of Nivens versus Bartlett, the case out of Alaska, where they were going to rule on the side of Nivens, and they partially did through the dicta that we use today, that cops can't retaliate against you by arresting you for a minor crime. So if you're filming the cops and in the middle of a police protest, and you're filming cops as a journalist, and you step in the street and they arrest you for jaywalking, Nivens versus Bartlett is going to say that that's a retaliatory arrest and the cop is not entitled to qualified immunity. However, that doesn't mean that if you that doesn't mean that Nivens won the case. He didn't. He lost. The cop won the case because Nivens ever so slightly resisted. He didn't go down when he was told to go down, and the Supreme Court justices found on the side of the cop, Bartlett. So can you resist? Now that I've been arrested and I've been through the court process and I read that Andrew Gordon's holding in my own federal case, who said that the cops had probable cause to arrest me because I was filming the cops, I now know that if you give any kind of resistance at all whatsoever, they're going to charge you with resisting arrest, and you got a good chance of losing. So then the third part, if not, can you use this to identify an undercover cop? You can always identify an undercover cop. You catch him with your camera, and then you put it on the internet that that's an undercover cop. And I don't have any sympathy for them at all whatsoever.
Okay?
Get off of me!
No.
Get off!
Stop. Okay?
Sounds like you should stop, Copper.
I told you to fucking leave!
Just one more, that's all we need. Okay?
No, I'm gonna get in fucking trouble!
Do you know her parents?
Get off!
You know her parents?
Get off of me!
Yeah, I know her parents, man. Can you call them for us? I don't have that number. You know where they live? I don't know where their house is. You need to calm down, okay?
Can you get off of me?
No, I'm not.
Stop!
Okay?
I got OCD! Stop fucking touching me!
I'm not gonna stop touching you.
So why do they need to touch her? There's a cop standing right over her. She's in torture cuffs. Why do they have to keep their hands on her? She just said, I have OCD, don't touch me.
No, I'm not.
Stop! I got OCD! Stop fucking touching me!
Well, why do you got to grab her by her backpack? You got her all cuffed up and on the ground and are standing over here with 3 deep cops.
I'm not gonna stop touching you because you wanted to leave. Okay? You need to calm down. Take a seat.
She doesn't want her mom to come down because she's watching the football game. Well, your mom's got to come down. So just sit down.
Take a seat.
Get off!
Stop.
So now there's been a car accident. She was on the bike. She got hit on the bike. And now they're going to put her in a cage in a car.
Oh!
You got her?
And for what? I'm just so curious. And for what? And what? Why is all this happening right now? For what? Where is the victim of her crime? Where is the damaged party? Where's the restitution due? What has she done wrong to be torture cuffed and drug off to a cage? Because she doesn't like cops? I'm with her. I don't like them either. I'm allowed to not like cops and not want to be touched. Why are they doing this to her? Because they're power tripping. They want to show her that they can do whatever they want to do to her. They can grab her and touch her. She just said, I have OCD, stop touching me. And now they're carrying her. Why? What crime did she commit? Where's the crime? I'm not going to curse, and I'm not going to call them filthy pigs. All right? I'm not going to do it. If you guys want to call them filthy pigs in the chat, feel free. But where the is the crime? Where's the crime? Where's the crime? Where is the crime that this girl has done to be treated in this fashion? She doesn't want to cooperate with the guy who hit her on her bike? Shocker. Shocker there, right? But she's committed no crime.
Get off!
Come on by there.
I got you.
Stop.
Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Put your feet in. You're all right. Calm down. Calm down. Keep your feet inside the car.
Oh, yeah. Keep it calm. We got you chained. We're stuffing you into a cage. Keep your calm while we put you in a cage and chains. Calm down. As long as we say it like this, we are not brutal, inhumane, and barbaric. Calm down. Please calm down. There's no need to be upset. Stop resisting. How do your wrists feel? Your wrists hurt? Are they digging in? Do they hurt? I'll bet they do. But calm down, everybody. Calm down. All the people in the crowd, no need to be upset. We've chained her. We got her in torture cuffs. She's going into the cage. Just relax, everybody. We're just doing our jobs. We're not Nazi brown shirt pigs. We're not. We swear. Swear we are not. We are not Nazi brown shirts.
Now put your feet in. Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down.
Calm down. We're stuffing you in a cage here.
Calm down.
We're putting you in a cage. No.
Calm down. Put your feet in.
Put your feet in. We're saying it slow and easy, so that means that it's justified. We're okay. Stop resisting.
You're all right. Calm down.
Stop resisting. But do you think they're done? Let me ask you a question. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't think they're done torturing this little girl. Put a 1 in the chat if you think that they're not done torturing this little girl. Put a 1 in the chat if you're sure they're not done. She resisted their authority. She did not willingly go into the torture cuffs and willingly go into the chain. As you know, when we put them torture cuffs on you and stick them chains on you and tell you you're going in the cage, you just go on in the cage and don't you question none of that. Because if you do, I tell you what.
Calm down. Keep your feet inside the car.
I want Zach. He's an officer.
Keep your feet inside the car, okay?
You're gonna get sprayed.
I want
Pull your feet in.
Keep your feet inside the car. Calm down.
Pull your feet in.
Call Zach.
Calm down.
Call Zach. He's an officer.
Zach who?
He's black. He's an officer.
Okay, he's not working.
How do you know Zach?
He owns my business.
All right, well, put your feet in the car for me.
What? What is it?
Call Zach.
Ma'am.
So as she's losing her breath, sobbing and crying, as she's sobbing,
Ma'am, look at me. I need your phone, okay? I understand, but look how you're acting.
Like you don't need ambulance.
she's upset. You have her in chains and she's committed no crime. She's hurt nobody else. She's not a danger to herself or society. And you have her in chains in the back of the car and you have the gall to say, look how you're acting. Take a look at yourself, JBTP.
I understand, but look how you're acting.
Look how you're acting, piggy.
Like you don't need ambulance, do you? You guys good, yeah. Thanks.
You guys hear that? I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you guys have been there where you're crying and you gotta get the voice. I've been there. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been there where you can't get your breath, you are crying and you are suffering and you are sobbing. Have you been there? I've been there. Put a 1 in the chat for me. Put a 1 in the chat for me. I've been there. They did it to me in the dungeon. I hyperventilated. Almost lost consciousness, couldn't breathe, had a full-on panic attack when a half a dozen guards attacked me and put me in torture cuffs and were dragging me down to the hole, and I didn't know what was going on. They were just taking me out. You've been there, right? I mean, you got a child or a son or a daughter or a cousin or an aunt or an uncle or a mom or a dad where we've heard them crying and doing the best they can to catch their breath and they can't get their breath and they've lost their composure. Can you relate to that? Can you relate to it? Dan Hanlon's here. Can you relate to that? I'm just wondering if you could relate to what's going on.
So where's your mom? You're doing all this. All we need is to go take your mom. That's it. And we're gonna take them all. I just need to know where your mom's at. That's it. You help me, I help you. Okay? So where's your mom at? You're not gonna break that.
So they know she's an underage minor.
So you can tell your dad. We're gonna go up and tell your dad together.
Fucking die, you stupid bitch. Get on my feet.
Okay. Put your feet in.
Oh, let me call Zach.
Put your feet in. We're not calling Zach. Why would I do that?
I didn't do that. Oh, let me get my phone so I can call my mom.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, thank you.
Can you do me a meal and two real quick?
Okay, so you're gonna step back. I'll just spray her. I'll spray her if you just want to step back.
Stay on one for me for now.
Well, I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. I must have lost track here. So she's in a car. She's caged. She's in chains. They got her, right? There's at least a cop there. There's another cop car right there. You can see it.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so she's in a car in a cage. She can't get out.
Can you do me a meal and two real quick?
Okay, so you're gonna step back. I'll just spray her.
You just spray her? What? I'm so sorry. You're just gonna spray her? What? Why? I'm sorry. Why? How? Why are you just gonna spray her with mace? Why would you spray her with mace? I'm just so confused. Did he just say that he's gonna spray her with mace? Why? You got her. You got her. You got her in the car. She's all hemmed up. You got her, man. You got her.
I'll spray her if you just want to step back.
Stay on one for me for now.
You put your feet in, you're getting sprayed.
Put your feet in. You're getting sprayed.
Put your feet in. You're gonna get sprayed.
So she won't put her feet in, so they're gonna spray her with mace?
Put your
Put your feet in. You put your feet in.
Good.
There you go.
look it up.
Come on, man. Come on, hurry up. Stop, hurry up.
Wow. Wow. What a bunch of fucking pigs. What a bunch of pigs. What a bunch of pigs. I mean, really. Put it in the chat. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. That was unbelievable. That was absolutely unbelievable. Then Claudette says, then they close the door while she's suffocating. This is the reason why people hate cops. It's not me calling them pigs. It's not you calling them pigs. Society in general sees this and we hate it. We literally hate it. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm going to back it up here.
Okay, so you gonna step back. I'll just spray her. I'll spray her if you just want to step back.
Stay on one for me for now.
You put your feet in, you're gonna get sprayed.
Put your feet in, you're getting sprayed.
Put your feet in. You're gonna get sprayed. Put your feet
Put your feet in. You put your feet in? There you go.
Let me look it up.
Come on, man. Come on, hurry up. Stop, hurry up. Okay, mark on sheet, pepper spray. Could you take it?
12 what?
Yeah, actually change for me real quick. Yeah, where's the vehicle? He's the old man over there in the blue. Okay. Is it the white car?
12, I didn't understand you. Repeat it.
Female got pepper spray. Just mark it on the sheet.
10-4.
I'll see you in the building.
14K, that was total. Tell me, she said.
That's absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Is that the very end of it? That is the end of it. That is just so disgusting. That is just so... You guys, Michael Eline is in the room. Michael Eline filled in for me when I was in the dungeon unlawfully. My conviction was overturned on appeal. And I've got some news. I'm just not going to say any news out loud. I'm not going to cover my own court cases anymore. It makes me too emotional and it makes me angry. So I don't want to feel that anger. You know, Dakota Wolf said it. That's why people hate cops. If you guys are not subscribed to my friend Michael Eline, make sure you guys get over there and subscribe to his channel. We're not exactly alike. We don't agree on everything, but Michael Eline is a friend of mine. And I know that for a fact. So I support Michael Eline all the way. I've watched a lot of his videos. I watch Michael's presentations and I don't say a word because I don't want to take away from what he's doing. And we don't agree on everything, but we agree on a lot of things. And I fully support this man. He is a true patriot. He's a Marine. He's an attorney in California. He does personal injury law in California and Texas. If you have a case, you know, if you've been hurt by the police in Texas or California, Michael Eline's the guy to look up. He really focuses on Second Amendment cases as well. Yeah, can you please ring the cop station? So I want to show you guys something regarding this, and let's see if I want to show you the facts behind the case. So this video is a couple years old, and this is in September 2016. Let me open this big so you guys can see what happened. The resolution for this video right here. 105 pounds was brutalized by Hagerstown police after she, on her bike, was hit by a car but refused medical treatment. They slammed her against a wall, arrested her for refusing treatment, maced her 4 times in the police car while handcuffed, and took her to the hospital. So whatever happened, though, whatever happened. So this is 2016, but whatever happened. Let me see. Let's see what the results of this were. Pepper spraying charges. So this says the incident was, the girl was unhurt and she got off her bike and walked away, but an officer told her to come here and she said, "Don't touch me," and tried to ride away. An officer pulled on the bike. The girl was pepper sprayed after becoming uncooperative. Even the Google's going to cheat. The girl was charged with disorderly conduct and 2 counts of second-degree assault on possession of. The girl was taken to the hospital by her father and concussion. Said the officers used the appropriate amount of force and tried to use an adult tone with the girl. The girl's lawyer criticized the handling, saying the officers. But what's the result? What's the result? I just want to know what the result is. Police defends the actions of the pigs. I mean, it is just so unbelievable. If you don't know why people hate the cops, if someone can find the resolution for that, I don't know if we want to call Hagerstown, 6 years later. I don't know if that's the appropriate thing to do here, but I would like to know more if someone wants to find out more information. What happened with these coppers? What happened? Did the cops face any justice at all? If anybody has, Sid said the result is effed up unless you're wealthy. I mean, if anybody knows the result of this, I'd like to hear more of it. But apparently, there's nothing here. There's nothing.
Criminal complaint says it happened here at the high school in the officer's private office. But tonight, the town's former police chief says that an allegation like this can really shake the community's trust.
State of Wisconsin versus Dmitry Kamalov.
58-year-old Dmitry Kamalov in court Friday. The St. Francis High School resource officer accused of secretly recording a student. The criminal complaint against Kamalov says on September 4th, he called the student to his office because he had, quote, a surprise for her, T-shirts to try on. The criminal complaint says he left the office and closed the blinds.
She took off her hooded sweatshirt, had a tank top on.
But the student noticed something.
Noticed that there was a camera that she believed to be recording.
So she went to the principal's office.
It's clear his intent was to capture her partially nude.
There's a factual difference if Mr. Kamalov would have asked her to change into a swimsuit or given her a bra or something along those lines. This is a T-shirt.
The complaint says investigators later found Kamalov emailed or texted the videos to himself 4 times, including once when he edited and slowed it down.
He always seemed nice. He always seemed, like a chill guy. I didn't really expect this, honestly.
Retired St. Francis Police Chief Brian Kabish says a case like this can impact the community's trust.
But if these are true accusations and charges go through, it's very troubling. It's disgusting.
Trust that he says his former department will have to earn back.
And you think of the victim and the trust in the community.
So it's not that department needs to earn the trust back. It's the overall policing apparatus that put a 1 in the chat if you don't trust police. It has nothing to do with this one department earning the trust back because the trust is gone. The trust is completely and utterly gone. I mean, do you trust police? Lezo TVO, do you trust police? Put a 1 in the chat if you do not trust police at all whatsoever. 1 for me, 100%, 1 for me. There's a 1 for me. I don't trust police at all whatsoever.
The trust in the police department, how it gets affected and impacted by this, because it's definitely a stain for all the community and the department.
And Erica Kamilov's been with St. Francis Police more than 3 decades.
In those last 4 years, he's been a part-time school resource officer. But in a statement tonight, the St. Francis Police Department says they're starting the process to fire him.
Do you guys remember this one? This is a really short clip. I just wanted to show this because this is do you guys remember this? How many people will remember this? It's just this is so unbelievable. Cope dogged dog. This is unbelievable. Sevenfold, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Sevenfold said 1 sheeple. Chad says, nope, I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I mean, does anybody here trust police? Put a 2 in the chat if you trust police. How many people trust police? Grateful Dabs, do you trust police? Put a 1 if you do not trust them. Put a 2 if you do trust them. I want to see if there's any 2, if any people actually trust the police, if they trust the police. I just want to know if anybody trusts them. Just so super curious. Danelle Brown just gifted out 5 memberships. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. So the cop's on top of this guy, and they slow this down here. Watch this. He drops the stick down on the guy's hand. And then he puts his hand on the stick. He drops the stick, and now he puts the guy's hand on the stick. Look at that. Look at that. He's got the stick. He's got the stick. Now he's got to get the stick away from him. Now he's punching the guy's hand that he put it in. Just unbelievable. He drops the stick. Then he puts the guy's hand on the stick. You can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. It is so unbelievable. Sevenfold gifted 5 memberships. Thanks, you guys. Appreciate your support. Man. Oh, dude, how is that even, like, what the hell are we looking at here? What are we looking at? How in the world is this even a thing? Then he's punching the dude's hand. One more time, just to be sure, just to make sure. Oh, man. Oh, God. It is just so bad. It is just so bad. So I got that one. All right. I haven't shown this one yet. I'll show you guys this one. This one's brutal too. It's, there's a theme going on here. And the theme is that the cops are cheating. The cops are hurting our children. The cops are cheating, and they're not being charged with crimes that say it's wrongdoing, and then they need more training. And that's not true. That's not true at all. These cops are absolute and total. Danelle, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. I haven't seen it. I've been watching the screen here. Thanks, Danelle. I appreciate it. But there's a theme going on here, and let's keep in line with the theme here.
Appearing in Warren Municipal Court, Michael Edwards Jr., who once enforced the law, now Appearing in Warren Municipal Court, Michael Edwards Jr., who once enforced the law, now wearing jail orange, charged with rape and aggravated burglary.
These are serious allegations. He's presumed to be innocent.
Edwards waived his right to a preliminary hearing. The ex-cop is accused of having an inappropriate relationship with the victim while he was on duty last month. Edwards' attorney, Dominic Vidantonio, asked for a reduction in his $750,000 bond.
He has no criminal record.
I'm sorry. I got to break it up with a little bit of brevity. So he's got no criminal record. He was a wolf dressed in sheep's clothing. He is touching our children. He's doing things to the kids, but he's got no criminal record. He's got no criminal record. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I
don't think he's ever known to have committed a violent act against anybody in his life. We contend, Your Honor, that he is absolutely zero flight of risk.
And based on the seriousness of these crimes, I think that $750,000 cash or surety bond is reasonable. I'm not going to modify.
Wow. Are you kidding me? A judge who actually is going to hold that dirty jackboot thug pig? Holy smoke. Wow. Did you guys just see that? The judge just said that they got to hold a predator in the dungeon for $750,000. I mean, holy smokes. I found him not guilty, said Rocky Marciano. Like, oh, wow, that she actually kept him in the dungeon.
$50,000 cash or surety bond is reasonable. I'm not going to modify.
Former Warren police officer Michael Edwards Jr. will learn his sentence on Monday. A jury convicted Edwards of 15 of the 23 counts he was charged with. Those 12 jurors deliberated for almost 2 full days before reaching a verdict and ultimately found Edwards guilty of more than a dozen charges, including rape, gross sexual imposition, extortion, sexual.
I mean, it would be one thing. I mean, he's just such a nasty looking character. I mean, could you imagine that guy on top of you sweating and frothing and just ugh. Like, I just don't understand how in the world this guy gets, how he got away with it. You can look at him and just,
battery, theft in office, and dereliction of duty. Prosecutors had accused Edwards of sexually assaulting 6 women while he was on the clock.
6 women. Wow.
He was convicted of assaults on 4 of the women. If Edwards is given the maximum sentence, prosecutors say he could face more than 5 decades behind bars. The judge will ultimately decide whether or not Edwards is a sexually violent predator, which could mean
The judge is going to decide if he's a sexually violent predator. He is a sexually violent predator. Put a 1 in the chat if he is if he is a sexually violent predator. Yeah, you got that right, Team DLZ. Wow. Remember, pigs don't sweat. Oh my God. Just
an even harsher sentence.
It is video that is difficult to watch and has not been seen publicly until now. A Medina County Sheriff's deputy capturing on camera the shooting of a teenager in the eye at close range with a high propulsion pepper spray gun.
A warning that some of the footage that you're about to see in this story may not be suitable for all viewers.
I'm going to hit him now. Hey, watch it.
Deputy that you see there was convicted of felony assault. Prosecutors say the teen has traumatic and permanent injuries to his eye. KSAT investigates Dylan Collier explores what led to that fateful encounter.
It's June 19th, 2023, after 10 p.m. as Medina County Sheriff's Deputy Jonathan Nunemaker pulls over a BMW along Highway 90 in Castroville.
Hey, shut it off! Shut it off! Stick your hands out the window, now!
The man taken into custody.
Do not move. What am I arrested for? I didn't say you're under arrest.
Will later be identified as 17-year-old Brandon Sanchez. The vehicle was stolen from a robbery at gunpoint in San Antonio just 4 hours earlier and contained a large quantity of drugs, a pellet gun resembling an AR-style rifle, and Sanchez's girlfriend, who is a minor. What transpired in this gas station parking lot over the next hour will change the course of the lives of the suspect and deputy forever. Body camera footage recorded by a Castroville Police Department officer shows Nunemaker becoming more and more agitated.
Kick my door again, you're going to get hemmed up. I didn't kick your door. Sit there and shut up.
The deputy's attempts to inventory what's inside the stolen car interrupted time and again by Sanchez, who demands to know when he'll be taken to jail.
Is he seriously doing this? I'm going to hit him. Can you hang on for a second, 10?
So he's gonna hit him? I'm so sorry. What do you mean you're gonna hit him? You're gonna hit him? What does you're gonna hit him mean? I'm not sure what you're gonna hit him exactly means. What does that mean? You're gonna hit him? You're gonna hit him how? You're gonna hit him with what? You're gonna hit him because he's hitting a door? It's a publicly paid for door. We don't want you to hit him over the door. We don't want you to hit him over a door. I don't want to see the kid get hit over a door. Do you want to see him get hit over a door? Because I don't. I'm going to hit him.
One car interrupted time and again by Sanchez, who demands to know when he'll.
And listen to the state-run media reporter who clearly paints a picture for the pigs.
Car interrupted time and again by Sanchez.
He's getting interrupted by Sanchez kicking the back of the seat.
Demands to know when he'll be taken to jail.
Is he seriously doing this? I'm going to hit him.
Yeah, he's seriously hitting a plastic piece that's been reinforced for people who kick the back of the seat. Yeah, he's really doing that, and it's not hurting anybody or anything.
Can you hang on for a second, 10? I'm going to hit him. I'm done with this.
Oh, you're done with it. So the cop admits on camera that he's lost his patience. And because he's lost his patience, he's going to hurt the person who's in chains in a cage. That's what you're seeing right here. That's what you're seeing.
Nunemaker at one point retrieves leg shackles from his vehicle, but fails to put them on Sanchez, who continues to cause a commotion.
Watch out! Flex, mother, I dare you.
Bro, chill out, bro. You just hit the out of my head.
After the
So he says,
Sanchez,
Okay.
who continues to cause
Okay.
the
So
commotion.
okay. So he's got him by the arm. He's in chains. He's in the back of a cage.
Flex, mother, I dare you.
And now he says, "Flex, mother effer, I dare you." The kid weighs about 125 pounds. Okay. If you've ever wrestled or done jujitsu of any kind, weight matters. He weighs maybe $110, $120.
Bro, chill out, bro. You just hit the out of my head.
After the 7th interruption,
And listen to the state-run media reporter.
Bro, chill out, bro. You just hit the out of my head.
after the 7th interruption,
Oh, so the state-run media reporter, he counted the interruptions after the 7th interruption. Now we need to do something severe. He interrupted that copper. He interrupted him. How could he interrupt him? He is interrupting our police officer? How could he interrupt him? I'm just so confused how he could interrupt him.
Nonamaker pulls out his department-issued pepper spray gun
Hey,
and fires it into the handcuffed Sanchez's eye from about 3.5 feet away. Fires it into the
Oosh.
out his department-issued pepper spray gun
hey,
and fires it into the handcuffs.
Oh man. Oh man. So those pepper spray guns shoot out the spray at 400 miles an hour. Did you know that? When you have a pepper spray gun, it shoots out that Scoville at 400 miles an hour.
Sanchez's eye from about 3.5 feet away. The teen
And
screamed
then this is the worst part. And this, I'm frustrated. Let me. All right, I'll let it play.
screams in pain, unable to wipe his face, as Nonamaker calls for paramedics, telling the deputy supervisor minutes later.
Is he chill now? I don't know. I haven't heard him kicking my windows.
The teen screams in pain, unable to wipe his face, as Nonamaker calls for paramedics, telling the deputy supervisor minutes later.
So the important part here was, listen.
The teen screams in pain, unable to wipe his face.
Unable to wipe his face. If you're shot with a chemical spray and you're detained, then it should immediately be wiped out of your face. There should be milk on hand. Milk apparently calms down the Scoville scale of hot on your face. And it's literally ghost peppers and cayenne peppers that they make into a solution that's pepper spray. But if you shoot someone's eye, even with a stream of water going 400 miles an hour, you'll blind the person. This kid gets blinded. However, the important part here is that we move forward with creating a policy that if you get pepper sprayed in the face and you are detained with your hands chained behind your back, it has to be wiped off your face. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Does that seem like a fair thing?
Face, as Nonamaker calls for paramedics, telling the deputy supervisor minutes later.
Is he chill now? I don't know. I haven't heard him kicking my windows. Well, you know, it's a great equalizer, isn't it?
The distance from which the shot was placed was definitely way too close.
Chris Heitman is sheriff of Marys County, Missouri, and runs the Less Lethal Instructor Program for deputies statewide there.
You know, I can.
Once again, they're bringing in a cop to give his perspective on another cop.
And runs the Less Lethal Instructor Program for deputies statewide there.
You know, I can agree with a certain level of force, but that level arose way too high with that type of deployment, with that type of percussion weapon.
Other law enforcement in Medina County agreed. Castroville police at the scene notified their chain of command. Medina County Sheriff's Office leadership was then informed, and the case was handed over to the Texas Rangers. Less than a month after this incident, Nonamaker was indicted by a grand jury. Investigators determined the pepper spray had been discharged from the weapon at a speed of over 400 miles per hour. The solution, measuring at 4 million Scoville units, nearly twice as pungent as the chip from the infamous one-chip challenge. At trial in May, it took the jury less than an hour of deliberations to convict Nonamaker on both counts of aggravated assault by a public servant. He was given 7 years probation. and is no longer eligible to maintain a peace officer's license.
A lot of it was emotion. The officer was acting on emotion. You could tell he was getting extremely frustrated by the video, and he acted out of emotion rather than the training he was probably provided.
See, all that pain is by yourself. Lots of poor choices tonight.
For KSAT Investigates.
Wow, he has the nerve to say that to him.
Emotion rather
He blinded the kid for life. He'll never see again.
than the training he was probably provided.
See, all that pain is by yourself. Lots of poor choices tonight.
For KSAT Investigates.
Walk this way.
I'm Dylan Collier.
Medina County prosecutors said Sanchez's permanent injuries to his left eye, including blindness that is unlikely to ever resolve. Sanchez confirmed this in a phone call with KSAT this week, telling us he is planning to have surgery to hopefully regain some of his vision. He's currently serving 6 years deferred adjudication in the San Antonio robbery case.
Wow. So he's doing,
He's currently serving 6 years deferred adjudication in
6 years deferred adjudication. I'm not sure if that means it's suspended.
the San Antonio robbery case.
Now, Nunamaker's attorneys declined to comment to KSAT. The former deputy
He should have gone to prison for what he did.
appealed his convictions to the Fourth Court of Appeals in San Antonio, but he dismissed the case August 26th.
It's just disgusting to watch how the police behave. It's just disgusting. So now we've seen 2 videos where someone's in the back of the car and the police want to punish them by using a chemical weapon. If you don't think that pepper spray is a chemical weapon, then how did he lose his eye? How did he lose his eye? I'm just wondering, if it's not a weapon, then why is his eye gone? I'm just so confused. How is it not a weapon? I can go for as long as I get pissed off. As soon as I start to get too pissed off, then I got to get off this live stream because I'm going to start calling them dirty fucking pigs and I'm going to lose my mind. And it's super, super frustrating to watch this kind of stuff. It is super frustrating.
Now 4 times that Ferguson has been arrested.
So Ernest Ferguson's arrest, September 20, 2022, DUI, Liberty County, 2023, shoplifting, 2023, chemicals in Columbus.
Now 4 times.
Former SPD officer indicted in deadly shooting. So this is the former piggy. Looks like the everyday pig you'd see on the street.
That we know of since he shot and killed Saudi Lee.
A grand jury indicting Ernest Ferguson on felony murder charges after the shooting death of 31-year-old Saudi Lee. WTOC's Flynn Snyder is live at the Chatham County Courthouse in Flynn. Today's indictment comes more than 2 years after Lee's death.
Check your mic.
Yeah, Mike, amid the public outcry following this deadly officer-involved shooting were questions among some about what took so long to bring charges in this case. Earlier today, Chatham County District Attorney Shalina Cook-Jones said cases like these are challenging and involve several agencies. Investigators say Ferguson shot and killed Lee following a chase in June 2022 near Gwinnett and Crosby Streets in Carver Village. Nearly 4 months later, SPD said Ferguson was fired because of an unrelated incident. Now the former cop faces felony murder, assault, battery, and false imprisonment charges.
I'm sorry. What were the charges for the copper? There's the murderous copper. Let's see.
Nearly 4 months later, SPD said Ferguson was fired because of an unrelated incident. Now the former cop faces felony murder, assault, battery, and false imprisonment charges in this shooting.
Wow.
The indictment.
Wow. But remember, he's going to get all those charges. But if he backed the blue properly, then the blue will show up for him and help him. I mean, he's no longer a copper, so maybe they're going to actually prosecute this guy. It's just unbelievable.
Also says Ferguson lied to state agents during the investigation when he told them that Lee pointed a firearm at him before running away. In the weeks following the shooting, calls for justice and answers among community members. And today, Jones said body cam footage from the incident will be a critical piece of evidence as the case progresses.
We do not intend and are bound by law, we believe, from releasing that body cam footage to the public at this time. That is not to say that that footage might not be obtained from other government offices. you won't be able to get it from our office as long as this criminal investigation and case is pending.
Now, I did reach out to an attorney representing Lee's family in a federal excessive force lawsuit stemming from this shooting. She said Lee's family has seen the body cam footage of this incident. In a statement to WTOC, she said justice for Saudi has been far too long in coming, and we miss him every single day. The grand jury's indictment today is finally one step forward in the long road toward justice. Now, we did reach out to both the Savannah Police Department and the City of Savannah. Both declined comment. Now that Ferguson has officially been indicted, an arrest warrant will go out for his arrest soon.
Ernest Ferguson is accused of stealing.
So now we're transitioning here, and this is a different news broadcast. And you notice how as soon as the worm turns, then they're all for like prosecuting bad cops. They're all for it. But they are constantly on the side of cops with their slant and their narrative if the cop is still a cop. This guy's no longer a copper, so the mainstream state-run news media is just lambasting him, going, see, we got rid of that bad copper, and now we're going to prosecute him and he's going to go to prison. But the state-run media is trash. Put a 1 in the chat if you do not trust the state-run media. Digital detainment is coming. It is coming. You'll see.
A $24,000 Rolex watch from Belk, at Oglethorpe Mall back on December 27th of last year. But he was booked on those charges. He wasn't booked until about 3 weeks ago on April 10th, while he was already in the Chatham County Detention Center. Now, he'd been extradited there from another jurisdiction where he'd been arrested on a separate charge. So Ferguson has been arrested now 4 times that we know of since he shot and killed Saudi Lee during a stop on June 24th of last year. He was arrested last September on a DUI charge in Liberty County. Then again on New Year's Day for allegedly shoplifting watches at a jewelry store in Florida. Ferguson was arrested in February in Columbus, Georgia on an outstanding warrant for that Florida case. During that arrest, officers say they found methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia on him.
And there he was when he was a copper. There he was. I mean, isn't he a nice looking young man, everybody? I mean, doesn't he look like the best guy? Excuse me. Let me zoom in on this. If this guy showed up to your house, you would be told that he's a good officer. Look at him. See there, we put this clown suit on him, and then we gave him a taser and a gun and a stick and a radio. And so he's a good cop. That's what you'd be told. If this guy showed up to your house, you would be told that he's a good cop. Wouldn't you? If you said that this guy lied, cheated, stole, he hurt me, the other cops would say that's not true. He didn't do those things. They would be backed up by the DA, by the prosecuting attorney. That's what would happen if this cop hurt you or assaulted you. But now we can see that the cops are scummy in our country, that there's lots of scumbag cops. And by the way, I'm not sure if you guys noticed this or not, but when I started this live stream today, I said, I'm just going to, as I'm live, pick out videos to show you guys without doing any research on any of them and just show you video after video after video of jackboot thug pigs raping, killing, beating, cheating, hurting, killing, blinding people. We saw 2 teenagers get pepper sprayed as they were chained in the back of cars. I didn't do this. Me saying that cops are pigs didn't do this. I didn't do this. It wasn't me that did it.
Community, what you're doing is you're exposing police officers. Qualified.
I love this. This guy's facial expressions. I love this video. I've wanted to show this. I saw this last 4 or 5 days ago. Lezzo TVO coming through. Can I get it in the comment section for me real quick? OTVO. Can you guys drop that in the comment section? Thanks, Lezzo TVO. Rad and Ninja Boy said, but don't call them pigs. Don't call them pigs. Whatever you do, JBTP. We'll try to stick to JBTP. Don't call them pigs. Thanks, Lezzo TVO for the 10 memberships. Let's check this out. OTVO, put it in the chat.
Qualified immunity, what you're doing is you're exposing police officers to civil lawsuits when we do our job. If I walk in, I rough somebody up, now all of a sudden my agency determines, or the county determines I was out of line or I didn't follow policy, they can sue me. And now I'm at the risk of losing what I've tried to build: my house, my car, my money, my bank account. So what incentive do cops have to respond to calls anymore? If they're going to let you out, and frankly, you're going to make me be liable civilly if I do something wrong?
If you just listened to him and heard him say anything other than a cop's job is to be violent and rough people up, I don't know what you heard.
By immunity, what you're
Let's listen to it again. And he just said you should listen for this cop is saying that they have to be violent. Let's listen.
doing is you're exposing police officers to civil lawsuits when we do our job. If I walk in, I rough somebody up.
If I walk in and I rough somebody up,
Now all of a sudden, my agency determines, or the county determines I was out of line or I didn't follow policy, they can sue me. And now I'm at the risk of losing what I've tried to build: my house, my car, my money, my bank account.
but that's just not true. So two things. Number one, they don't lose anything. There are associations and organizations that when a cop loses qualified immunity, they swoop in and pay their bill. They don't lose their house or their car or their bank account. The only thing they could lose is their pension, which they should lose if they abuse the power that is bestowed to them through the state. And so he's lying. Show me a cop who's lost their house, their car. There's not. In Las Vegas, who I'm suing right now for $5 million. I got a partial summary judgment for $10 million in the next lawsuit. That cop was given qualified immunity, and that judge, Andrew Gordon in Las Vegas, said that a reasonable jury would find probable cause to arrest Mr. DeCastro for filming police. The judges are against us. And this cop is up here lying, saying that they lose everything they own.
What you're doing is you're exposing police officers to civil lawsuits when we do our job. If I walk in, I rough somebody up. Now all of a sudden, my agency determines, or the county determines I was out of line or I didn't follow policy, they can sue me. And now I'm at the risk of losing what I've tried to build: my house, my car, my money, my bank account. So what incentive do cops have to respond to calls anymore? If they're going to let you out, and frankly, you're going to make me be liable civilly if I do something wrong?
If you just listened to him and heard him say anything other than a cop's job is to be violent and rough people up, I don't know what you heard. His whole argument is based upon the idea that cops can be violent with people, and even when proven to violate policy and be wrong, not be held accountable. You can't name a career where that's okay. Nowhere. Most people won't have a job. A lot of people will be charged criminally. He's saying a cop should not be charged criminally. A cop should be found with no wrongdoing. And if a cop makes a mistake of roughing someone up when they shouldn't, or violating his own policy, so what? Maybe he does better next time. This is Donald Trump's America.
No.
Maybe he does better next time. This is Donald Trump's America.
No, I'm so sorry. This is not Donald Trump's America. This is Richard Nixon's America. We're not living in Biden's America or Obama's America. We're living in Richard Nixon's America with an accent from Ronald Reagan, who created the for-profit incarceration prison state called a carceral state here in the United States of America. We're living in Richard Nixon's America. In 1971, Richard Nixon declared war on drugs. There's 9 cannons of government. He turned all 9 cannons at fighting the war on drugs. We're living in Richard Nixon's America. It's not Trump's America. It's not Biden's America. The 1968 Omnibus Crime Bill is going to be signed into effect by Lyndon Baines Johnson. We're living in Lyndon Baines Johnson's America. That's whose America we're living in right now. We're not living in Barack Obama's, Biden's, Trump's. This is Richard Nixon's America. So please don't get it twisted. That to say that we're living to say that we're living in Donald Trump's America is absolute and total crap. It's ignorant is what it is. He doesn't understand that the fake war on people, which was dubbed the war on drugs, was created by Richard Nixon. And then he doesn't know that Lyndon Baines Johnson is going to sign the 1968 Omnibus Crime Bill. And then he doesn't know that Ronald Reagan is going to create the profit incentive in jails and prisons in 1982. And it hasn't changed. It has not changed at all whatsoever. Is it James Forbes's birthday? Oh my goodness. Everybody say happy birthday, James Forbes. I did not know that. James Forbes. Nixon killed the $2 bill. I'm up here just saying I'm just up here saying the truth. Where is James Forbes? I'm looking for his username right here. You are welcome. Everybody say happy birthday, James, if you would. James Forbes is a member of Team DLZ. He's diehard. He's in all the way. Love this guy. Not suitable for work? How's it not suitable for work? Okay, so they got a guy here. Let's see what happens here. They got a guy on the ground. Let's see what we got the volume on. Okay, so they got him on the ground. Sorry about that. They roll him over. He doesn't look like he's a guy in really good shape, the guy that they got on the ground here. Let me zoom in as close as I can. So he's kind of built like a California raisin. Okay, so he's on the ground on his sides, flailing a little bit there. No. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen? Overturn Terry versus Ohio is right there. What do you think's going to happen next in this video right here? What do you think it's going to be? What do you think's going to happen here? What do you think he's going to do? He rolled the guy over. The guy's covering up his face with his arm. You can see the elbow bend right there. What do you think's going to happen next? Let's see. Oh, he's going to punch a guy in the face? And now the guy's flat on his back. His feet are facing straight up. Another one? Whoa, shoot. I mean, come on. It's just a few bad apples. It's just a few bad apples. You can see the cop next to him. He's jumping right in. That cop right there next to him, he's going to jump right on that guy and stop him from punching the guy who's laying on his back. Oh, no, he's going to go 3 shots. He gets 3 solid shots on the guy, and we get to see them all. Let's see. So let's see here. Let's see. There's 1 shot. I need a 2 shot, a 3 shot. The other cop's the good cop, though. The other cop is the good cop. So you see this copper right here? He's the good one. That cop right there, he is the good one. Shot 1, 2, and 3 in a row. Let's see it again. Okay, got him. No, so the guy's on his back. He swatted his hand away. He must be a violent felon. Man, he loads up on that right hand, doesn't he? He loads up on it. You see that? That's his right. Boom. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. But don't call them pigs. Whatever you do, don't you call them pigs. Why would you go and call them pigs, Chili? I cannot believe that Chili called them pigs. If he'd stop calling them pigs, we could get the respect back. Don't call them pigs. Don't call them pigs, whatever you do, Chili. But don't you call them pigs. This is fine. Oh, he reached all the way up to God. Do you see that? He reached all the way up. Let me go back 1 second. Wow. All the way. Boom. Just lays the knuckles across the guy's face. This other cop has watched him take 2 punches, does nothing to stop the jackboot thug pig, doesn't jump on the guy and say, I got him, you can stop punching him. Oh, 1 more. The guy's out. The guy's unconscious. I didn't realize that. So there's 1. Okay, the second one knocked him out. He's out. He's out. I wish I could zoom in tighter on this. He's unconscious. Whoa, he shots him. Oh, man. Oh, man. He'll probably get promoted for that. An alternate article confirming dude was shot and has since died. What? What? I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me pull this article up for you guys so you guys can see it here. Cop took 2 extra punches, so a month off with pay, then released, then working for another department 4 months. Whatever will he do? Video shows officer punching pipe-wielding suspect. Oh, they got a pipe-wielding. A man was shot and killed by Fontana, California police. Let me see what you guys can see. Okay, cool. How absolutely horrible. How absolutely horrible, says Donnell Brown. Tuesday, when he attacked a civilian and officers in a violent rampage, an officer with the Fontana Police Department responded to reports of a male suspect in the area on Cherry Avenue and Baseline Road before 2:20. Police say the responding officer attempted to de-escalate. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't think the cop tried to de-escalate. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the cop. There's a 1 for me right there. Let me put another 1 in there for me right there. There's another 1. There's another 1. 1 for me. Sorry about that. Let me open this bad chicken big so you guys can see it. Just unbelievable. Police say he attempted to de-escalate. During the encounter, the suspect attacked the officer with a pipe, resulting in lethal force response from a Fontana Police Department news. Footage recorded by the bystander shows a police officer punching the suspect on the ground toward the end of the incident, apparently after he had been shot. Police said the man was rushed to the hospital where he later died. Aaliyah Panola, who recorded the video, told KTLA that she believed the officer used excessive force. The Fontana Police Department is aware of the video circulating that depicts portions of the incident. It's important to note that this video only shows a small portion. So, but what portion does it show? Let's talk about that for a moment. So the portion that it shows is after someone's been shot by the police, that their goal is only to make sure that you die. The whole goal of the cop is to make sure that you die. He's going to beat you, knock you unconscious as there's a bullet hole in you, because you need your finger to stick it in the bullet hole wherever it may be so that you don't die. But they wanted to make sure that he couldn't put his hands in any bullet holes because they're going to knock him unconscious to make sure he can't put a finger in the bullet hole. And the cops didn't put any fingers in any bullet holes either. I didn't see it. What's up, Dave? What's going on, Playboy? Just let's go back to the article here. Authorities also said the officer sustained injuries. He hurt his fist. He hurt his fist beating on that guy's bad skull. He was such a bad guy. He was such a bad person that he deserved to have his head beat in as he was bleeding out from the bullet hole. He had a pipe. He was trying to hurt one of the best people on earth, which is a police officer. He deserved this. He deserved it. He deserved it. Per protocol, investigators with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department will handle the investigation into the fatal shooting. Oh, so cops investigating cops. Well, that makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a whole bunch of sense to me. What's this top one here? Is this a different video? No, that's the same video. That's the same video. So let's just go like this. Let's just go police brutality here, or just click on Reddit in general. I mean, anywhere that you look on Reddit, there's always Kamala Harris blocked DNA testing that could have exonerated death row inmates. You know, I don't play the politics game. As you guys know, I don't vote Republican or Democrat. I vote third party. So I'm going to be voting third party because I'm not going to support the lesser of two evils. I mean, if there's no good third party candidate, I may just not vote for president at all. I'd rather see the dumpster fire over the camel toe. And the reason is because Trump's going to do everything he can to indemnify police, to hold them harmless. And what that will do is it'll create a bigger group of people like you and me who is absolutely indentured against the police state, prison state, death state. So I think that Trump trying to indemnify police and trying to hold them harmless, I think it will only help us in the long run. I think that it'll make it so that we have a better system, because I think that more people will be indentured to be against police. Which one was this? This was the John Felix one where he gets out with the hands up. I saw that one. So yeah, I mean, and they make sure that they say it's a pipe wielding suspect, which is just so unbelievable. So just over 350 people here watching. Let's keep going. Let's keep watching some videos here. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Keep it rolling.
Families say it's a first victory. The former Galveston police officer accused of beating multiple children at teens' pool party has been indicted and now faces multiple felonies and even misdemeanors.
Liliana Pearson live outside the
Take care, Melisa. Thanks for coming by.
Galveston DA's office this afternoon. Liliana, how did the charges ultimately come about?
Well, this has been months in the making. We know that the DA's office has been investigating, and now a grand jury has handed down 2 indictments against the former Galveston police officer, Jared Rivas. He now faces 3 felonies and 5 misdemeanors. From the start, families who say they were attacked by Jared Rivas have wanted him to face repercussions.
I think everything he did was wrong, and he used excessive force.
I feel like if he had his duty weapon on him at that time, our children would have been seriously injured. I think that somebody would have lost their life.
Today, families learned what those repercussions could be and are breathing a sigh of relief. A grand jury handed down an indictment. Rivas now faces a 3rd-degree felony for injury to a child, which carries 2 to 10 years in prison. A state felony for unlawfully restraining a child, which could get him up to 2 years in state jail. 1 Class A misdemeanor for official oppression, punishable by up to 1 year in county jail, and 4 Class A misdemeanors for assault and bodily injury, also punishable up to 1 year in county jail. As a reminder, these are the videos that sparked the investigation. Rivas is accused of acting as a security guard for the island.
Did you hear how hard those punches were hitting the kid?
Punishable up.
I think I showed this the other day, but I don't mind showing it again. YouTube's going to demonetize and age restrict my stream anyway, so.
To 1 year in county jail. As a reminder, these are the videos that sparked the investigation.
Yeah, I showed this the other day. Listen how hard these punches hit.
Rivas is accused of acting.
What a psycho. I mean, what an absolute psycho.
Acting as a security guard for the Island Bay Resort apartment complex. He came down to tell a group of teens having a birthday party that they needed to leave. But families say that he was hostile from the start and suddenly became aggressive, hitting children, mothers, and people who weren't even attending the children's birthday party.
Grab him by his head and start pounding on his head. He was just hitting people.
The families today telling ABC 13 they are glad to see this important step. Their next goal is to make sure Rivas can't be hired by another law enforcement agency in the future. The DA's office says that they are seeking the earliest available trial date.
Of course they are.
And over the last several months, I've continued to reach out to Rivas to hear from him. I reached back out again today, but I have yet to hear back. From Galveston, I'm Liliana Pearson, ABC 13 Eyewitness News.
As usual, more cops doing bad things, cheating, lying, stealing. Without the camera, he gets away with it. What do you guys notice here that the one constant thing that changes the outcome of these things is this camera phone, is this right here. You recording the incident. Thanks, James, for the memberships. Everybody, make sure you wish James Forbes a very happy birthday. Happy 19th birthday, James. Thanks for celebrating your 19th birthday with us, brother. We appreciate that. Oh, are you 20 now? Congratulations on being 20 years old. That's great. That's great. Me, I just hit the big 5-0, and boy, it's been ever since I hit that big 5-0, I'm just thriving. Chevy, what's up with the Playboy? Everybody welcome Chevy. What is going on with the Chevster? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I mean, Chevy, I'm sorry. We don't call them pigs around here anymore. We don't call them pigs. Actually, I don't call them pigs anymore, Chevy. Everybody else can call them pigs, but I cannot call them big. I cannot call them pigs. It's just a few bad apples, right? Is that right? I just want to know. Put a 1 in the chat if it's more than just a few bad apples. Put a 2 in the chat if it's just a few bad apples. So put a 1 if there's more than a few bad apples. Put a 2 if it's only a few bad apples. I'm just so curious. Chevy, what's up, Playboy? What's up with the Playboy?
Tonight, Prince William County Police have arrested one of their own officers on charges that include sexual battery.
Okay, so I just want to be clear here. I just want to be clear here. I've only showed 2 videos that I had up on my timeline to show. Every other video that I have shown today has just been a random video that I found on the internet while another video was playing. Just a random ass video. I'm not looking for anything. Dave said he's going to be 50 on October 19th. So just so you know, Dave, I won't be there. So I understand that there is some auditors doing a auditor palooza and people getting together. I'm not going. So if you guys are going and you think that you're going to meet me there, it's not going to happen. I'm not going. I just, I got to stay focused on what I'm doing right now. And that's Constitutional Law Scholar, the board game. I got to get that done. So I won't be there, but I do support John Phelaks and what he's doing. I just, I'm not sure if you guys noticed or not, but only a few people who are my friends share my videos, come into this chat. Most of the people who are First Amendment auditors don't come in my chat, don't have anything to do with us. So I just, I'm not trying to make friends with people in necessarily. I mean, I as you guys can see, I have completely stayed away from all this YouTube drama nonsense. I'm not going to get involved in it. I hear people, I get screenshots sent to me, I get videos sent to me. I'm just not going to get involved in it. There's a bigger mission here to overturn Terry versus Ohio. I'm teaching Constitutional Law Scholar over the next 3 months here. You guys will see. I mean, I have a big wall. I'm already starting to put stuff on it. And I'm teaching that because when I say I'm a constitutional law scholar, that's a fact. The amount of studying I've done, I haven't studied legalese. I'm not an attorney. I can't do what attorneys do. I have to get a lot of help when I write lawsuits and stuff like that. People help me. But I am a constitutional law scholar, understanding the foundation of law and where it comes from and how we got to where we are in this country. So I'm going to be teaching that over the next couple of months. Chevy coming through with a super chat. What's up, Chevy? So I'm not going to, I do appreciate you guys. Thanks, Chevy, for the super chat. I do appreciate you guys sending me the screen recordings and screenshots of what people say and all this stuff. I appreciate it. I do want to know what's going on out there, what people are saying about me, but I don't want to get involved. I don't know these people. I don't know it. There's some dude talking shit about me. I don't know the guy. And I've spoken to Team DLZ and I've spoken to a few people in the chat. I shouldn't have said who I speak to, but I'm not going to get involved. Do you know what I mean? I don't know any of these people. If there is a legitimate victim of mine, please come forward and allow me to rectify the situation. If I victimized anybody, I'm sorry, but I haven't seen anybody come forward and say they're a victim. So if I cheated anybody, if I did anything wrong, if I hurt anybody, I'm truly sorry for doing that. I just want to move forward with my life. And I'm not, as I told you guys when I got out of the dungeon, I'm not gonna get involved in this YouTube drama bullshit. I'm not gonna I just don't have, you know, I sued a bunch of trolls. What a waste of time. What a waste of time and money. You know, people, when I have to stop, let's say King Braveheart, who's a major supporter. Let's say if I stopped and I sued this dude, right? If I sued King Braveheart, what good is it going to do us as people who are fighting for freedom? It's not going to do us any good. If I engage in these silly things it's just a waste of our time together. Do you know what I mean? Even this last 2 minutes saying this out loud to you guys, I'm wasting our time. I'm sorry. I just want you guys to know why I'm not engaging in these fights. There's nobody coming forward and saying I victimized them. It won't happen. Anybody who's ever went and filled out forms against me and went down and said, "Oh, I'm afraid of him." There's no proof behind it. There's no police report. There's no 911 call. And some of these things, because now I've had to read them because I'm involved in a defamation lawsuit in California where I'm suing some trolls. Now I had to read the things people wrote about me in these bullshit forms. If you read the forms, you can read it's just bullshit. If I did the things that people wrote about me, it would just be, if I actually did the things that people wrote about me, saying that I punched them and kicked them and broke down doors, and I'm 220 pounds. If I start punching and kicking people, I go to jail in California. If I go, ripping down people's balconies and destroying their property, there's proof of that. You go to jail. So it's just so silly. I'm listening to what these people say about me, and because I'm getting all the screenshots. I'm getting people screen recording things and sending them to me. I appreciate you guys sending it to me, but I'm not going to engage. I don't know these people. I don't know them at all. We're not friends. I don't know them. They don't know anything about me. They know nothing. I don't have any liens against me. There's no victims there's no lifetime restraining order. That's just, it's just, all right, let's get back to work here.
Investigators tonight, Prince William County Police have arrested one of their own officers on charges that include sexual battery. Investigators say this officer was on duty when he handcuffed a woman he knows for no cause. And police say in a separate incident, this same officer held the same woman against her will and touched her in an inappropriate way.
There's a shocker. He held her against her will and touched her. That's a shocker.
This officer is James.
Look at that guy. Look at him. He looks like he's off. Put a one in the chat if this guy looks like he is off. He is completely and totally off. Let me jump in on that. Oh, thanks, King Braveheart. I appreciate it. I don't see it, Bill Roberts. I don't see that you're still a member. I'm so sorry, man. You got a new phone. You probably got a new account. I don't see you as a member anymore. Sorry, man.
Thomas Clinton, 28 years old. Again, he faces charges of sexual battery, assault and battery, abduction. The police department has placed Clinton on leave.
The police department has placed him on leave. Boy, there's a shocker. There's a shocker. Joseph Barbini said creeper. Like it's just, no matter what we do, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking online right now, and I'm just looking at videos here. And this is a good one. This kind of proves that the police have lost the respect of the people of this country. And I want to share this with you guys. It'll loop. So let's watch it again. So listen, here's the thing. I don't like cops. I don't respect cops. I believe in law and order. Please don't be a part of this. Please don't be a part of this. Have a little self-respect. Please, I don't like cops. I don't respect cops. I've been very clear about this. Mark Bear, good to see you, man. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I have not sued them yet. There's a good chance I don't sue the judge. I'm going to sue the cops I have one lawsuit going already against the cops. We got a partial summary judgment that I can't even go over because it makes me kind of get too emotional. But I have another lawsuit coming in right now, even as we speak, in the next couple of days, and I will be suing the police for arresting me. And I'm also going to sue the jail for an 8th Amendment violation, but I don't want to get too much into it. So, but look, no matter if you right on, Mark, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. You know, it's just I can't tell you what to do. You're a free American. You're a free human. You're allowed to do whatever you want. I don't want to see anybody who's wearing a Delete Laws shirt or a Delete Laws hat, which I haven't come out with those hats yet, but I will. I hope that none of us are participating in this kind of nonsense. This is for hooligans. It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassment. Really, really sad. Really sad. It's just, you don't want to be there at all. You don't want to be associated with doing stuff like that. Call the police because my dad came home screaming and threatening physical violence. But of course, 50-something-year-olds can't lie, and they say he didn't do any of that. Of course, cops victim blame me and did nothing left. My dad is a military man who killed before many times. He will do it again. They do not care. So they called the cops for help, and then they didn't get the help they were looking for. Oh, Harris Waltz with a blue thin line flag. No. Wow, the amount of support today, Jiminy Christmas. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm doing the best I can to be more electable. I'm not calling them pigs anymore. I mean, a little bit, but not a lot. You know what I mean? Only the ones who are really, really bad pigs. Okay. And you know, it's thanks for the memberships, brother. I appreciate it. Oh, Bill, you got your membership back. Right on, man. Thanks. King Braveheart. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Lenny, appreciate you coming, man. Really, it means an absolute ton. You know, I do understand that I don't want to say too much. It's just, I really appreciate all your support and all you guys who are diehard Team DLZ. And we do have a website coming out called Team DLZ. Brother Chili ain't going to read my comments about how mean he is beating them up. Yeah, I'm such a big meanie. I'm so terrible to the cops. The way I talk about the cops, man, it's really got to hurt their feelings. They're probably really hurting bad right now. They're just a mess. The fact that I would show the police in the true form, it's just so unbelievable. There's that one. I got 2 more videos that I want to show you guys today. I'm just sifting through here real quick. Do me a favor, everybody, put in the chat OTVO, stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat for me if you would, please. I mean, Claudette is such a diehard member of Team DLZ. I absolutely love it when you're in the chat. You and Jessica and Danelle and King Braveheart and Chevy. There's Stacy, Brick, Lezo TVO. I mean, if I haven't said your name, drop a comment here. So I rip, Shakur Capital, Soy Leal, Dawn to Bomb. You have rights. Cops have duties. Like what's the matter? You know, this is more than a channel. This is like a family. A lot of us know each other. If I haven't spoken to you directly, like yesterday, I called Jessica Kirstead. We've talked on the phone several times. I couldn't reach her, but I'd like to reach her. Danelle Brown, we talked on the phone a couple times. She's an absolute wonderful person. And without you guys being down, I wouldn't have anybody. And so I'm humbled and grateful that you guys support me. Really. You know, I, in case you guys don't know, I closed the GoFundMes from when I was in jail. I turned them off so no one can donate any money to those GoFundMes. But I didn't delete them because I still want to go over each and every one of them. And I want to try to do some, I want to keep that list of people because when we win one of these federal civil rights lawsuits, I want to invite all those people to come have a party with me. You know, I don't drink or do drugs, but that doesn't mean I'm a bore. I'm still a lot of fun. I still like to dance and sing and play. I enjoy good things. Stacy, so good to see you. Top Rock. I love seeing Top Rock in here. Wanda Meese, always good to see you. Jeff hates pigs. Derek hates pigs. Mrs. Pigs. Chevy, Cope Dog, a dog into hizzy. Real Truth. Yeah, I know it. I know it. I know it. Don DeBomb, Lenny. I really overturned Terry versus Ohio. I know who this is. This is a very good friend of mine. Just like Team DLZ. I don't see Team DLZ in the chat right now, but very good friend of mine. There's people in here who I'm really good friends with. And I'm getting to know Brick right now. I'm getting to know so many people in the group chat that we have on Signal. If you guys want to be invited to the group chat on Signal, let me know. We do have a group chat of about 10 people on Signal that I just stay in touch with all the time. Chuck Bronson, I love seeing you. Kurt Bronson too. Good to see everybody. King Braveheart. I just want you guys to know that I do understand that it's us. It's not me. It's not you. It's us. And I know that. I want to show you guys this video because I like to make the joke that this was actually a copper. Now, I don't know if this is a copper. Oh, they locked it. No, damn it. They took the post down. Damn it. They took the post down. God dang it. Oh, is that right? Married Myco said, myocarditis. They told me that they were worried about my health, and then they searched my car, arrest me, then almost died in there 20 hours without my meds, and never once before he threw me on the floor, didn't see him again. So I kind of understand what you're saying there, married myocarditis. It's I know what you're saying, that they put him in a car or in a cage for 20 hours without any medication, and we're seeing that all over the country. We're seeing that all over the country. You know, it's Michael Eline. I don't know what the P stands for. Michael personal injury. DLZ team DLZ Friday. Is it Friday or is it Saturday? I think it's Saturday. But I've had a little bit of loss of time. Man, you guys, thank you for all the support. It is Wanda Meese. You know, Wanda, I want to say thank you to you for remaining a loyal and friend to me, because a lot of people who Team DLZ helps, a lot of people, you know, but I just want to say thank you, man. I really appreciate it. Michael Eline is in the room. What's that P stand for, Michael? I'm not sure what the P stands for. I want to show you this video, but I'm already have some concerns that this video is going to be age restricted as it is. You know, and boy, they just got a steady dose of I want to show you guys this video here. 1 second here. 1 second. Here it is. Got it. Found it. Thank you. I'm going to cover this because I absolutely love this auditor. South stopped by a cop in an AF-250.
All right, I'm being stopped.
Good to see you, Todd Epperson. Thanks for coming by.
License, please. You're being stopped for speeding. I don't need this. Sir, roll down the window. Roll down the window so I can talk to you.
I can hear you just fine.
I can't hear you. Roll
I
down the
remain
window.
silent, sir. I remain silent.
This is not a criminal stop. It has nothing to do with remaining.
Sir, I remain silent. I have that right.
So what do we learn here? So this may be older. So this is 6 years old. In 2014, in Salinas versus Texas, the Supreme Court held that you have to say the words, "I invoke my Fifth Amendment right."
I don't want that. You don't want my registration?
I don't need it.
Okay.
All I want was your license.
Okay, so I'm being stopped. Try to give my registration and everything. He keeps saying he don't want it. He keeps wanting me to roll down the window. Just trying to get to work. I'm sure I'm going to get a couple tickets now.
There it is. There it is. Touchdown position. Touchdown position. As you guys know, we go over this all the time on Team DLZ. On Team DLZ, you see him? He's in touchdown position. He has his license, registration, and ID in this hand. Camera is in the other hand. Touchdown position. Then you have your trifold with your registration. I invoke the right to remain silent right there. Everything is like this. Touchdown position. Hey, John Felix, I learned it by watching you, okay? I learned it by watching you. Your brain is on, remember this.
What are you doing?
He's keeping his hands up so he doesn't get shot.
You're being ridiculous. Are you Mr. Flax? Is this you?
I thought it was Felix. I didn't know it was Flax.
Remain silent, sir.
Okay, step out of the car. Get over here. Come here.
Watch what? Look at Felix. Look at his arms.
Matter. Come over here. Put your hands down. All right. I'm giving you a order.
He's got his hands all the way above his head like he's a 10-year-old kid playing Cowboys and Indians. He's telling him to put his hands down. He says no.
Come over here. Get out of traffic.
I'm scared for my life.
Why?
There's no reason for me to be out of my car.
Yes, there is.
I was speeding. This is off the record now. This is why you wanted me out of my car. Can I
No, I
please
want
grab
you out
my
of your
camera?
car because you were doing stuff on the
I
dash.
understand exactly what you're doing. I understand your tactics.
You bring the camera out with you.
Why do you want to be off the record right now?
You don't ask the questions here.
He's got no body cam on.
Yeah, it's for my safety. No.
You feel unsafe because why? My hands are on the steering wheel.
I'm gonna explain. All right, just
Let me grab my camera and I'll put my hands down.
Just please be quiet. Okay, now you can be quiet.
Sir, where's my ticket? You stopped me
quiet.
for speeding, correct?
All right, I'll explain so you can shut up.
Did you stop me for speeding? Like you said, it's on record. I know you took me out of the car because I'm recording.
It has nothing to do with it.
All right,
So you want
tell me when I'm free to go.
You done talking?
Tell me when I'm free to go.
Look at him with his hands up in the air.
On my shirt.
The embroider. The embroider.
Definitely carry out 10-4.
What's your badge number?
1730.
XXGeo is here, everybody. Get over there, subscribe to his channel.
Now, while you're standing there with your arms up, I'm going to explain to you that I stopped you for 88 and 70 tons. Okay? I stopped you.
Sir. Why are you repeating yourself?
I stopped you to give you a warning.
Okay.
Because you're doing 18 over the speed limit.
Okay.
The reason why this is taking so long is because you're acting like a child.
Okay, if you say so.
All right.
I'm acting like a child.
Do you know
Stop
what the
me,
speed
sir.
limit is?
You stop me. Who's
You
acting
know
like
what
a
the speed
child?
limit is on the road?
I know what it is. Yes.
Okay, it's
That
70.
doesn't
It's not
pertain to
88.
me.
It's not 88.
Okay. How fast were you going, sir, when I passed you?
Didn't tell you.
I could.
No, you could.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Let's be a little more hypocritical, should we?
Let's be nice.
Let's be more hypocritical because you have a badge and a gun and you can force me to do
Flax,
things against my will.
Mr. Flax,
You can be a
done
hypocrite.
I'm done with you. I stopped to give you a warning.
Thank you.
I'm not going to let your actions determine what I'm going to do.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
You're going to be a good cop.
I always am. I've been doing this for 30 years. And I deal with people like you all.
Let me explain something.
Oh, I've been doing this for 30 years and I deal with people like you all the time. So we're all the same to you, Piggy.
I always am. I've been doing this for 30 years. And I deal with people like you all.
Let me explain something to you, sir.
You don't need to.
Okay, you don't want to hear me.
No, I don't.
You want me to hear you?
Oh, no, he doesn't. He does it right. They only need cops to investigate cops. They're perfect. He doesn't need to hear from you. Why would he want to hear from you, who is on the other side of that law enforcing? He doesn't need to hear from you. He's going to tell you what you need to think. He deals with people like John all the time. He's been doing this for 30 years. You ruined our country, you jackboot thug pig. You ruined our country. You ruined it. You're the reason why our country sucks. Never once did you say, you know, we really don't need this officer safety thing to dominate people's rights. But yet, that's what you do. You signed up to be an absolute JBTP. Put it in the comment section. JBTP. Put that in the comment section.
But you don't want me to hear you.
Sir, you're the one breaking the law. You're stopped for
I'm the one not breaking the law.
Sir, you're the one breaking the law. I stopped you for speeding, so all your rights are evaporated.
No, don't think
Not any more than you.
I'm not somebody that acts like a child. I deal with people like you all the time. Doesn't matter. You have no idea how fast those guns that you catch me at 88. Sir, you're a liar. Just get in your. No, you were. You know you were. Sir, what's all now you've been for training. You have higher moral ground, sir. And this is where you're going to pretend like you were
No, why does he want to listen to you? You're just going to cop-splain away. It's the way you're acting, or we shouldn't be stopped unless we're a danger to society. See, let me explain something to you. The reason why this jackboot thug pig is not giving him a ticket is because he doesn't have him on radar. He can't prove it, or he would be giving him a ticket right now. But he doesn't. He just decided John was speeding. SWE Observer, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. So he's lying. The cop is lying the whole time. And right here, John loses his mind and starts screaming at the cop. He starts saying, no, you're lying. Listen. You know you're going faster than 70.
When you break the law, whatever, but when I break the law, I'm breaking the law. Get out of here. See, I was going to respect you so much. You need to respect me. You're already aligned.
I don't care if you respect me. Well, that's the problem because you're a public servant. You're supposed to care if people respect you or not. You don't need to respect me. I don't care if you respect me. And I go by that so that when I interact with you, I already don't care about how you feel about me. So anything I do to you, I don't have any feelings over because I don't give a shit about you as a person. I don't care about your process, your life, your family, your car, your insurance, your job. I don't care anything about you. I don't care what you think about me doing a job in public service. So that means that anything you say or do during the stop doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do whatever I believe my job is, which is to ticket you, arrest you, impound your car, take you to the dungeon, and steal your money. And that's what the cops are for. That's what they believe their job is. And he doesn't care if John respects him or not. It doesn't matter to him. He has his own little blue line gang and you're not in it. So it doesn't matter what you think. If you think, hey, you shouldn't be able to speed too, well, I don't care what you think. If you don't care what anybody thinks, you're going to have a rough life. You better care a little bit what some people think. You better care a little bit.
I will. I was careful to begin with. Oh man, I just went off on that fucking cop. Had my hand. He made me get out of the fucking car. Oh my God, I'm fucking fired up. He was speeding. He stops me for speeding. Again, total hypocrite. He's speeding. He stops me for speeding. He makes me go out there. I put my hands up in the air. I leave him up in the air. I tell him, you want me out of the car because I'm recording and you don't want to be recorded. And then he's like, I was going to pull you over for warning. I go, because you're going 88 in a 70. Now he's waiting for me to get off the fucking highway. I'm going to finish my video now. If I'm going to be late to work. And so I'm like, when I passed you, you were going faster than 70. So don't tell me the speed limit's 70. So when you break the law, it's fine. It's whatever. He kept saying whatever. And when I break the law, I'm breaking the law. And you can pull me out of my car and force me to do shit against my will. And he ended up giving me a warning, which, I'm supposed to be super thankful. And my actions of me acting like a child. I tried to hand him this. I handed him this through the window and rolled the window up. And he's like, kept knocking on my window. I don't want this. I don't want this. Now he's still behind me, fucker. So I'm actually waiting for him to fucking move so I can fucking go. Piece of shit. Anyway. So he's speeding. It's whatever. When I bring that up to him, it's whatever. And I said, you fucking cops act like you have the moral high ground. When you're speeding, it's whatever. When I'm speeding, it's breaking the law and you need to pull me off the side of the road and pull me out of my fucking car. Fuck that shit. So there you go. There's your American police. He's speeding. And because I went past him, when he was speeding, I was speeding. He needs to stop me, pull me out of the car, pretend like he's got the moral high ground like he wasn't speeding. And there you go. And he's been working this for 30 years. Why are you pulling? He's like, why do you? And I have my hands up in the air the whole time. He's like, why do you have your hands up in the air? Well, I go, because you pulled me away from my camera. You won't answer me if there's a dash cam in your car. You're not wearing a badge. You're not wearing a body cam. And I said, you want me to put my hands down? Let me get my camera. And he's like, no, you're not getting shit out there. And blah, 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 blah. So there you go. There you go. And I'm supposed to be thankful because he gave me a warning. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord of the fucking highway, for giving me a warning.
He's
really, people. And I'm wearing a Browns. That's what it was. What are you doing?
So there it is right there. You can see Felix. You can see him. I can't keep up with the super chats. I'm trying to watch the video and keep up with the conversation. Thank you for the super chats. I super appreciate it. Thank you. So he's got his hands up at touchdown position right there, which is where you want to be. You want to have your left hand wedged on the car windsill, on the ledge of the windowsill for the window that rolls up and down. This elbow goes right in there. And then this other hand goes right there on your seat. Now you're at touchdown position. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance, and your trifold here. You're ready to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. If the cop orders you out of the car, all you're going to do is flip the page. You're going to go from this page right to there, right there. And you're going to inform the cop if he says, get out of the car. I am going to get out of the car, but I have a right to film you. Violating the First Amendment on camera removes the cop's qualified immunity. Here's Pennsylvania versus Mims. I realize I have to get out of the car for officer safety, but I'm going to be filming you. Don't take the camera out of my hands. And in this video right here, John has his hands at touchdown position, but no trifold, because this is 6 years ago. The trifold wasn't. King Braveheart, put your hands in the air and wave them around like you just don't care. That's supposed to be Chevy the songster. Chevy the songster. There's your song, Chevy. Create some new lyrics. There it is, Chevy. Chevy the songster is going to come through. but I'm being really, really serious here. You have to have your license, registration, proof, insurance on a laminated card. Then right here, your right to remain silent is right there. And then everything you have to provide by law is right there. And you want to, and you get this on deletelaws.com, but you want to make sure you do this. And if you get a trifold, I'm going to give you the cop cards for free. You can buy them, but I'm going to give them to you for free. Rights On is here, everybody. What is going on, Rights On? So that's John Felax's video. Let me drop the link down in the chat if you want to watch John rant and rave in the last couple minutes because he's irritated. I actually found that video. Chevy, where you at, Chevy? Where you at, Chevy? Where you at, Chevy boy? I actually found the video I was looking for. So I want to share this video with you guys. I found this video I was looking for. So now let me ask you a question. Do you think the guy in this video is the cop? If you're watching the video, what's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? Rights On. Listen, if you think the guy in the video is a cop, let me know. Just put it in the chat. I think he's a cop.
Get the fuck out of here. You're 40.
You're just a kid. If you weren't a kid, you know what? I'm going to knock that phone out of your hand.
Are you mad? Your daddy didn't win. Are you mad?
Oh, just sit back and relax, you dumbass.
Bye.
Sit back and relax.
I am, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
It's funny. This guy wears his arrogance right on his face. You can see it in the beginning with those silly looks on his face he's doing, but wait till this girl cuts him down. This is just like your typical cop.
I wish you were 18. I'd fucking remove
I
your
am,
hand.
bitch. I'm
Touch
19,
me.
bitch.
Touch me. Touch
no,
me.
Sweetheart.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth it.
Touch me.
You're not worth
Fucking
it, baby.
touch me.
He wishes she was 18. You wish she was 18 because 18, of course, is the legal age where you can tear someone's head off. Of course you can. Don't be silly. Of course you can. You could tear someone's head off when they're 18.
Not worth it, baby.
Touch me.
Touch me. Touch me.
Touch me.
Touch
I
me.
dare you. I'll remove your
Look
fucking
at that.
head.
That's provoking. Look at
You know what?
that.
You're in my face. You're in my fucking face. You better
Yeah?
back off.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he's got hemorrhoids. I know what they're like. I got them too. They're terrible.
Look at this little dyke.
Oh, I get more.
Oh, you're calling her a dyke? Why are you calling her what does her sexuality have to do with this?
Look at this little dyke.
Oh, I get more pussy than you, motherfucker. I get so much more pussy than you.
You could tell that she's not lying because he doesn't have an answer.
You know what?
You know what? You know what? That's true. You probably do.
Put your fucking hand on me.
Did
Touch
I?
me. Touch
Put
me.
your fucking hand on me.
Touch me.
Yeah? Have another one. Are you mad?
Are you mad?
Let's see your play real quick.
Yeah?
Yep.
Get behind it. Please, get behind it. Get behind it.
She got his license plate. What a douchebag. Now, he spit at her? Dude, that is assault. You can't spit at somebody. You can't spit at people, bro. What
Bye,
the-
baby.
You know what you need? You need to be removed from the gene pool because you're too fucking stupid to be alive.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Listen, I'm short, right? If you call me short, you're not going to see me go, right? Because it doesn't bother me. I've been short since I was a kid. I'm now 50 years old. So the fact that I'm short does not affect me. It doesn't. I'm short. I'm 5'8" and I'm shrinking because I just turned 50. So I'm getting shorter every day. Just like any of you over 50, you're getting shorter every day. I'm not laughing that he's bald. If you're bald and you can't do anything about it, dude, who cares? If I go bald, then I go bald. It's not something I want to happen, but if it happens, yeah, you know, there's other things that are changing too, all over my body that are changing as I just turned 50. Things are changing and I don't have any control over those things. But the look on his face when he gets called bald, like, come on, man. Come on. You lost. I mean, I guess it would, I've been short since I was born. I was a short kid in school, short kid in junior high school, short kid in high school, short kid in college. I've been short since I was born. So I guess by the time you get out of 7th or 8th grade and people are calling you short, you go, oh, it doesn't really hurt my feelings. You know what I'm saying? When you're little, when you're, 5 or 10, you run home, you called me short. And it's true. So it hurts, right? Then you grow up and it doesn't affect you anymore. I guess if you lose your hair when you're 40 or 45, which I, knock on wood, I have not lost my hair yet, but I guess it would affect you in an adverse way. But there's nothing like telling your adversary that you have no comeback for being called bald than this right here. This is the plain as day. I can't come back from you calling me bald.
You need to be removed from the gene pool because you're too fucking stupid to be alive.
Yeah?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Touch me. Fucking touch me.
No.
Fucking touch me. Fucking touch me. Touch me. Fucking touch me. Touch me. Come on. Come on, hard ass. Get that phone out of my fucking face. I'm about this close. I'm about this fucking close.
Bitch.
I'm
Get
about
back in
this
your fucking
close.
truck.
You're this close to fighting an underage girl. You already said if you were 18, she is a female. You gonna punch out? You're this close to what? You're this close to losing your composure? You already lost your composure. You're this close to assaulting and battering somebody? How close are you, Copper? How close are you to assaulting and battering somebody? This is the epitome of an off-duty cop. I mean, it's just, I mean, forgive me for running this back real quick.
Oh, baby.
Touch me. Fucking touch me.
No hair, sweetie.
You don't have any hair. No.
Oh.
Look at his face. Watch his face do these crazy motions, and then he just wants to fight.
You do.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
no hair, sweetie. Oh, baby.
Touch me. Fucking touch me.
No.
Fucking touch me.
Fucking touch me.
Touch me. Fucking touch me. Touch me. Come on. Come on, hard ass. Get that phone out of my fucking face. I'm
face
about this close.
His face is
I'm about
quivering.
this
Get back in your
fucking
truck,
close.
bitch.
I'm
Get
about
back in your
this
fucking
close.
truck. How old are you? Hey, shut up. You shut up. Shut up. Who's out here out of his fucking truck? Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
You know, you are too small. You are
I'm
junk.
too small?
Yeah, you are
Go
junk.
back to your country,
You
bitch.
are junk.
Then she pulls some anti-immigration stuff, which, immigration's not going so well right now. We got an immigration problem in America.
I am bitch. You are idiot. Make me picture.
It's a video, sweetheart.
I don't care.
You know what she
You
is?
got out of your truck, bitch.
You know
Get
what
back in there. How old are you?
She's scum.
How old
She's
are
scum
you?
Is what she is.
Why is she scum?
Oh, you got a hearing aid
Scum.
too? Oh, fuck. Dude,
your
you got
fucking
a
hand on
hearing.
Put your hand on me.
You want to keep touching me?
Put your fucking hand
I'm
on me.
gonna call the cops.
I'm gonna knock your fucking
Have
head off.
another drink, bitch.
Oh, she
Have
is working.
another drink, bitch.
She worked. She needs to
Have
go
another
swimming.
drink, bitch.
She needs to go swimming? What's swimming going to help her do?
Have another drink, bitch. Get the fuck back in your truck. Get the fuck back in your truck. You know what?
I'm calling
Yeah,
the cops.
okay.
Fuck this little cunt.
Do it, bitch. What did I do?
You're calling the cops and you're going to tell them what? I've been threatening a minor and losing my composure, threatening to run her over? I'm calling the cops to say what exactly, bro?
3 minutes and
When
6
you flip
seconds
somebody
to
off,
you.
it's assault.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
bitch. What did I do? I have 3 minutes and
When
6
you flip
seconds to
somebody
you.
off, it's assault.
Okay, so let's debunk this real quick right now. If you flip somebody off, it is not assault. I'm afraid to do it here because I'm already shadow banned and YouTube's doing everything they can to kill me. So if you flip someone off, it's not assault, it's free speech. I'll give you the ring finger. How about that? You can flip somebody off all you want and it is not assault. It is not assault. This is the epitome of an off-duty piggy.
Oh, really? That's
Yes, it is.
assault? Oh, okay, sweetheart.
This is
Okay.
future of United States.
Yes, sweetheart. You can leave.
Yeah.
You can leave. You know,
You can leave.
you are a judge.
You can
You are a-
leave, baby.
You are
Look at that. She's got
You
no
can
respect.
leave, baby.
She's a lesbian that's got no respect.
What's wrong with her being a lesbian? I'm not sure what and why her sexual orientation has anything to do with this. I don't know what her being lesbian has to do with you losing your shit. I don't understand it. I mean, he threatened to run her over and spit at her. It would be him that's going to jail if the cops actually show up.
shit.
Look at her. It's a guy. It's a guy. She should have had balls between her
Oh
legs.
yeah,
She has bigger ones than you, bro.
sweetheart. I got more balls than you, pussy.
Touch me, touch me, touch me.
I need you to come up to the Dunedin Causeway. I just been brutally assaulted.
Verbally assaulted. Tell him you have a Trump flag. Tell him the whole
And I see nothing wrong with the Trump flag either. I'm not supporting Trump. I'm not supporting Kamala, but I see nothing wrong with supporting who you want to support for president.
story. Dude, this motherfucker's calling the.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
Dude, this motherfucker's calling the.
He's calling the cops. That's exactly correct. That's what he's doing. It's just so unbelievable. The feelings. It's the feelings cops, as you guys know. As you guys know, it's the feeling cops. Listen, you guys get over to deletelaws.com. Go to deletelaws.com. Get a trifold. Get it put in your car. Make sure you invoke your Fifth Amendment right when you're talking to these jackboot thug pigs, because they don't care about you. They don't care about you at all whatsoever. And you have to have a trifold, and then the cop cards I give you for free, you're welcome to buy them. I appreciate you supporting me, but at the same time, I'm going to make sure you get them if you order anything that I ship to you. So make sure you guys get that. The Feelings Police, in his First Amendment right body cam of an unlawful arrest. The sound is not on from the body cam yet. It's going to come on in a moment.
I'm going to give you a brief synopsis of what's going on.
Okay.
The gentleman came in here and started filming the building.
Okay.
I told him, you can't film the building. He said, yes, I can. So we went back and forth for like 15 minutes.
It's Schenectady. See that? Schenectady. Right there on the ground. Schenectady County seal.
Followed all the procedures to go through the machine, cleared. I can't stop him.
Right.
Legally, I can't.
Right.
So he wasn't physically or anything. So he went upstairs. He started filming the building upstairs. He was in the third floor county clerk's building. And I guess I was down here, but they said that the gentleman up there got annoyed, slapped the phone out of his hand. Now the gentleman who was filming wants him arrested.
It's right.
I know. And the gentleman said, I just got annoyed that he was doing it to me.
No, unfortunately, it's his First Amendment right.
You're right. There's nothing.
I dealt with it. I think it's the same guy. He was over at the post office in Mount Pleasant. I dealt with him 2 days ago.
Oh,
And they got upset with him there, and I told him,
There's nothing we can
listen,
do.
It's First Amendment. As long as he's
You
in a
know?
public place filming general goings on, he can do that.
I guess the gentleman up there got mad and swatted the phone.
All right.
There's starting from the sheriff's office and another sheriff up there, deputy sheriff, okay?
Okay.
905. Good, how are you, man? All right.
The cameras at 1262 Parkwood have been disabled for recent
I'm just gonna go in here first.
I'll have him.
Please go.
Sir,
Great to see you.
Were you all here when that gentleman was out there? So what went on?
Well, basically, he was walking around.
Uh-huh.
I thought he was talking to somebody.
Okay.
He was holding it up. So I thought, well, you know how you show people where you are.
Yeah.
But then he stood there. I said, here.
Mhm.
Stood there just looking at me. I said, are you talking with someone or taping us? And that's when he said that he has the right to do what he wants. I don't even remember exactly what he said.
So anything he wants here.
You know, he said you really should, because I was always under the impression he needed signatures from us. And that's all I wanted to know is what he was doing.
Yeah, and he wanted our names.
As long as he's filming in a public building from publicly accessible areas well within his first year.
Even if we, I mean, because I know in school they always have to have signatures and everything else. They don't do it.
If he's just filming general goings on, there's nothing we can do.
Okay.
All right, from publicly accessible areas in a public access building.
All right.
All right.
Say, is that case in the place? Oh, there's just a bunch of women here. I'm going to come back. And...
Yeah, you know, he was belligerent. He was arrogant.
Well, yeah,
he was asked by the county deputies to stop.
He was arrogant. He was asked to stop. I mean, don't you guys know? He was so arrogant. He was standing on his rights like an arrogant little bastard. He was standing on his rights and said he had every right to film in a public place. We said we didn't like it and we wanted him to stop. And he told us no. He said he was going to keep filming us. Whoa. I mean, what?
He unfortunately doesn't have to. He was in. I had him. He was in the post
Here he is
office.
again. I don't want to be continuing.
Okay.
So, excuse me.
All right.
This officer with integrity is informing them that I have a right to. So, Officer Stockman, if you could just speak to the one lady.
I did.
You know, because she needs to
I
be
did.
aware of this.
But the other caveat with that is
I know we talked about this the other day. I'm not reporting transactions or anything.
no.
like that.
But if a specific individual tells you they don't want to be filmed, you need to respect that.
Not if they work for the public.
That's not true. If a specific individual tells you they don't want to be
Actually,
filmed,
I have a right to report public officials and public employees while.
Receive 1420.
I don't even remember a city was
One lady,
Film.
I have a right to report public officials and public employees while
Receive 1420.
while they're conducting their duties. Okay, I already know my rights. I have a right to do this. You know what I mean? Like. Why?
Receive 1420.
film. But if a specific individual,
So if you're trying to grow your channel, if you see what this gentleman here is doing, he's gone into a public place.
I did.
You know, because she needs to be aware of this.
But
Okay, so I just want to show you guys something here. So this is Gears. That's the name of his channel. I'm going to subscribe and I'm going to like the channel. And the reason why I'm going to do it is because, this is the original video here. Yeah, so this is New York State audit. Okay, so we're at 417.
Work for the
Okay, so Gears is the channel that showed this, but I'm going to join this channel. I'll unsubscribe from Gears in a second because he's showing someone else's video, which is fine. But I just want to make sure that we support New York State audit. I subscribed, I liked, and I'm going to say algorithm. Want to make sure that he gets the, if you're trying to grow your channel, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. You want to go to legal places and films where you know the cops are going to show up.
For the public.
that's not true. If a specific individual tells you they don't want to be
Actually,
filmed,
I have a right to report public officials and public employees while
Receive 1420.
while they're conducting their duties. Okay, I already know my rights. I have a right to do this. You know what I mean? Like.
Dispatch 5513.
Violating my rights for no reason. I was here. I was exercising my rights.
Box appears negative.
I've never seen it, Wanda.
that's fine.
933.
I don't know. New York State laws about consent.
933,
I
go ahead.
don't know what they. I don't know what they are.
We can say we're not comfortable.
Spoke to the caller, and we'll
Which
be.
I said New York State laws are about consent to film. That's not true.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know what they.
933.
I don't know. New York State laws about consent.
933,
I
go
don't know.
You don't know because they don't exist. You don't have to have consent to film anybody in a public space. I don't know what this Yahoo is talking about, but he's full of shit.
What they. I don't know what they are.
We can say we're not comfortable.
Spoke to the caller, and we'll
which
be.
I told him, but and he knows, but public employees in the course of their regular duties, he has the right to film from publicly accessible areas.
So you can stand there all day and just this camera.
However, if you're recording someone and they say they're uncomfortable with being recorded or having their picture taken, I don't believe he then has the right to violate someone else's rights if they don't want to have their picture taken or being.
It is what they call a single party consent, which I tried to explain to him.
Okay.
As long as one person's aware of it, then the other person, right? Isn't that the case?
Yeah.
Right, so then we could basically vacate the premises if we're uncomfortable with being.
You want to meet us at Jerry
Basically, which is what you did. You just left the area, which is about all you can do, unfortunately.
So she can't do her job effectively because he's recording her.
Well, that's the thing is then it gets into gray area and, it's a can of worms, whereas now you're impeding your duties and keeping you from doing your job,
Right.
which is
My question.
my
is-
job to articulate if
We have documents that people are filing and continually doing that are not.
which he
public.
can't film transaction, like he can't stand over.
What's the matter, you? Take it easy on James. Today's his birthday. Today's his 19th birthday again. Everybody say happy birthday to James Forbes.
Over you while but if he's in a publicly accessible area, just
Anything on the
filming
other side of that
general
camera
goings
is
on.
publicly accessible, and you could see
He can
documents like
film
birth
and zoom in
certificates,
on their desk to
divorces.
see what documents are on there.
It's a huge gray area. I don't know those specific laws. I just know.
I understand. I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Those are very deep dive.
I get it.
So
For the glory of Christ. What's going on, brother? Good to see you.
It's Friday. Really?
I dealt with him at the post office 2 days ago. He did the same thing at the post office, and they called us. And unfortunately, there was nothing I could do.
You dealt with him? You dealt with an American exercising their freedoms?
He was referring to us as a federal building, which we're not. Then he referred to us as city employees, which we are not.
Yeah. It's a public building. I get it. He can do that whole thing. I'm more concerned about the whole documents, and if he's catching something on camera that he's not, either you got to pay for it or you're not allowed to.
Right. Which is,
Yeah, and there he is.
I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not here all day. I don't.
I get it.
It's
I get it, and that's fine. So at the end of the day, there's nothing that we can do aside from call you, and
I mean, I want to take your name for the report, just as a witness and somebody I talked to. If you want to talk it over with your supervisors, and then you.
I mean, is it me or let's take a good look here. I mean, I hate to judge people by their looks. I don't think that's right. I don't think judging people by the way they look is the right thing to do. Guy looks like a douchebag. I'm sorry. Does he look like a douchebag to you? Yeah, there's laws in New York about the right to film, consent to film. I swear there's laws about consent to film. I know there's consent to film laws here in the state of New York. So I want to make sure we got consent to film here. I mean, he just looks like such a ding-a-ling. Guy is such. And then Brent down here says, dumb question. Why does the government have to be so lame? It's kind of their job. 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 No, it's not, short man. I'm not sure if I'm the short man or the cop is. But if you're calling me short, you just devastated me. My day's ruined.
Just as a witness and somebody I talked to, if you want to talk it over with your supervisors, and then you all can follow up later.
I don't want to work like my bigger issue.
I don't know if it falls.
And that was going on for 10 minutes.
I don't know if it falls under harassment or not. If you want to file later for harassment, or if it falls under something bigger, I don't know.
It is, Brent. It's like this everywhere you go.
But then if this.
Because obviously he's got nothing better to do.
But I have his info. Obviously, I'm going to report. If I can get your info and add it to the report.
And I'm certainly not interested in being his witness because I didn't see.
No, you're not his witness. You're
I get that.
mine as a
Just saying.
person I
Because
interviewed for a
immediately
report.
started with whatever took place. As you all saw this, I didn't see anything. I had my head turned away from the desk.
Which is.
So now the question is, if my employees are now not feeling safe, the only remedy I can
You're not feeling safe from a camera? You're not feeling safe from a camera? Touch me, 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 touch me right now, then touch me, just touch me. Touch me right now, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Hey, Brent, I've been short. I'm 50, so I realized I was short at 10, maybe a little younger than that. And man, it just ruins me, man. Just touch me. You want to call me short? Just touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. It's just the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Like, I am 50. I just had my 50th birthday. The whole short thing, it don't get me. It don't get me. I know. You're supposed to just tear me up inside. I'm gonna leave here a broken man. I tell you what, that guy called me short. Some stranger called me short. I'm so mad right now. Just my employees don't feel safe. They don't feel safe because there's a man filming.
You all saw this. I didn't see anything. I had my head turned away from the desk.
Which is
So now the question is, if my employees are now not feeling safe, the only remedy I can see would be to have him removed. That can't happen, is what you're saying.
No, it can, because now it becomes harassment because you all feel annoyed, harassed, and alarmed.
Let's do that then.
If you want to do that.
1, 2, 3, go.
Happy 62nd, James Forbes.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
Which is,
Oh, we're gonna walk away. The walk of shame.
yeah. So
Yeah, this
That's and now.
Wait a minute. She knows all about the walk of shame, and she's still gonna call it out.
Oh, we're gonna walk away. The walk of shame.
yeah. So
Oh, so she knows all about it. She knows what's going on.
So that's and now it's affecting the course of business with the public.
which is what he can't do, which is affect
Right.
your
Too bad
duties.
He wasn't filming himself while we walked around because he came in here to start trouble.
Well, I mean,
Walking around with a big,
yeah.
big grin on his face, just waiting,
5502.
waiting for someone to interact.
No, that's, I mean,
So we're giving him the
5502, go ahead.
I didn't recognize him at first, but once I saw his ID and his name, we've dealt with him 100 times, and that's all he wants is a reaction. That's all he wants.
Off with a 550 Park.
removed from the premises.
Okay, I just need somebody's name here.
Mantra.
1425.
What's your last name?
Constantine.
03, I was locate. I'll be off in the most of girl.
And your first name?
That is my first name. Demantra
Oh.
is my first name. Constantine is the last name.
Right.
Yep. CON.
I got that.
Okay.
First name.
DEMANTRA.
KT is here.
Date of
5517, one in custody, 1426.
your position here?
013 to the desk. Can you just check for license law hard copies, please?
Take care.
And a phone number, the easiest way to get a hold of you. All right. So for now, all I can do is ask him to leave and escort him out of here, with or without the help of deputies. If he refuses or comes back, then it becomes trespassing.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
I'm here because I'm recording in public.
All right, Daniel.
Smacks my phone. I'll explain that.
Okay.
Yeah, Team DLZ, you are older than everybody. You're the oldest one. Everybody tell Team DLZ, I know him. You are older than everybody. You're the oldest mofo here, brother.
So I know, and like I explained to them, generally you have the right to be here, okay? None of these employees feel comfortable being filmed, which has caused them to have to step away from their desks,
So
okay?
did you inform them?
I
that-
did, but, all right, let me finish, all right?
What? I'm so sorry.
Comfortable being filmed, which has caused them to have to step away from their desks,
So
okay?
did you inform them?
I
that-
did, but
I did, but I informed them that it's your right to do this, but here's how I'm going to go around your rights. What do you guys think? You think that this guy's going to be kicked out? Everybody's posting how old they are. What is going on? I just thought I would bust my buddy's balls for being the oldest one here. Older than all of us, Team DLZ. Happy to hear that.
all right, let me finish,
But,
all right?
but my finger's up
Now
in
I'm
the
here
air.
and I have to deal with it.
My finger's up.
Okay,
apologize for
so
them calling.
the part, like I said, is you are not allowed to interfere with the course of their duties.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm not done.
Okay, I will let
See
you
how
finish.
nobody here is up working and they're all back there because they don't want to be filmed?
Well, that's actually
now,
because of that. because I was assaulted.
now they can't perform their duties,
Well, I'm not.
which is now a result of what you're doing.
Oh
Okay,
no, that's not true. This is. A
I can
result.
articulate that and I will.
Can I-
So
can I
now,
speak now?
nope, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Now I have to do my job. Okay.
So
Now I'm asking you to
All right.
leave
why?
because
Oh,
you're interfering with their duties.
Do you know? All right. I just want to
Okay.
explain this to you.
Daniel,
Could you
listen,
just
we've
listen?
been
I asked
civil.
you not to say my name out in public. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For my privacy.
All
That's
right, well,
fine.
it's all
That was a slip
recorded
up. That was a slip up.
Okay.
Bro, you don't have any expectation of privacy. Jackie Bear said, I'm 51 and have been targeted of the jackboot thug pigs, and they planted stuff, and I have scars from the torture cuffs for not using blinkers, as well as spent 11 days in jail. Now they're messing with my son. Not shocked at all. Make sure your son has a trifold, a pair of cop cards in his wallet, and he knows how to use his camera like a ninja warrior. Make sure. So now listen to this cop. Cop explain why he doesn't get his rights.
But listen, I just want to let you know.
You
Okay?
can let me know anything you want.
That you know that I am engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. Okay.
Except
Listen.
when you're
If you
interfering,
hold on. If you interfere with it, all right, you're committing a federal felony.
then you have every right to
I'm just letting you know that.
Okay.
So please don't make that mistake. And
Well,
please let
don't
me
make
also
the
say,
mistake of not leaving when I'm
gonna
asking
leave.
you to.
Listen, you can ask me. I can respectfully decline.
And I
'cause
will.
I haven't done nothing.
And I
But can
will
explain?
detain you and remove you.
Detain me for leaving. For not leaving?
Correct, because at that point you're trespassing.
You know that'd be unlawful detainment, right?
I don't believe so, and I will articulate
You
that.
sure you want to open the?
Yes, sir. I will do
open
that
a
if I
civil
need to.
litigation to.
I will do that if I need to.
Okay, so let me explain before I answer. Okay, while I'm here recording, which I have a right to do, and you explain that to them.
Mhm.
I never approached them. I never interfered with anything. I never spoke to them, and I can prove that with the recording.
Okay.
Okay, listen. You asked me to listen, and I listened to you. Please listen.
Because you keep telling the same story over and
Because
over.
I have a
man.
right to explain what actually happened, and I didn't commit a crime. I didn't do anything. So please listen. Okay, so I go. I'm right here.
All right. I
hold on, sir. Please.
I
Could you just
don't-
please be reasonable?
I don't
So-
need the play-by-play of your activities
Okay,
here.
so while I'm here, they approached me and asked me what was happening or what I'm doing. Okay, they're interfering with me, with my business. I didn't interfere with them. So with that being said, I'm going to respectfully not leave. I'm going to say no because I didn't do anything. I'm going to finish up gathering my content.
And then I'm going to escort you out of here.
For what?
The reasons I told you.
So, all right.
Listen,
let's be
these
clear.
folks are in
Let's be
here
clear.
to conduct a transaction.
Let's be clear. Are you
The
ordering
employees-
me to leave
I am.
under threat of arrest?
I am.
Really? I thought you said I was just going to be detained. Now it's under threat of arrest.
That's what detainment means.
Okay. Well, I am going to decline because I haven't done nothing wrong. Okay. Like I
Okay.
said, I'm an independent journalist. Gathering
Okay, then
content
at this
first.
point, I'm going to ask you to put your hands behind your back.
I would like to speak to your supervisor, please.
I don't have to do that right now.
No, it's within your policy.
It's
I'm
not.
asking to speak to your supervisor.
We can speak to him down at the station.
That's not how this works.
I am not under any obligation to have a supervisor respond here.
Is it not
It's
your
not.
policy?
It's not.
Okay. Well, I didn't commit a crime, so you're unlawfully detaining me.
That's fine.
Okay, so right here, listen, and I learned this by being arrested and going to the dungeon, right? So here's the thing. Once the cop says he's going to arrest you or detain you when you're standing on your rights, that's enough right there. You should leave. Don't get put in torture cuffs and don't get arrested. It won't make your day, your week, your month, your year any better. It won't. Trust me. You guys have seen me be arrested several times. It doesn't make things easier for you. It makes your life harder. And I had 2 charges against me for obstruction for filming cops. The first time they put me in the dungeon and she sentenced me to 6 months, that conviction was overturned on appeal. A lot of you guys donated to me to help me pay for my lawyer fees. I'm so grateful. Thank you. And then when I was in the dungeon, I had a second charge of obstruction hanging over my head. And I lived in everyday fear that they were going to convict me of obstruction again and put me in jail for years for filming cops. So as soon as the cop threatens to arrest you or detain you, you can say, "Oh, so you're going to grab me for standing on my rights? Okay, in that case, then I'm willing to leave." You can still file a federal civil rights lawsuit. You can still file for your First Amendment right being chilled. You can still file for a threat to your Fourth Amendment being arrested or detained. You can still file, like Claudette said, agreed. You don't need to be arrested. And I would recommend that you don't get arrested, because if you're a member of Team DLZ like Joseph Barbini, and I get the phone call that you've been arrested, then I got to go live. I got to do a fundraiser. I got to raise a bunch of money to get you out of jail. That's just to get you out of jail. That's not even to cover your legal expenses. And so, and then Walking Dead Man, he has a very good point here. So what are the damages when you have the threat? There are none. So if you get arrested and taken to jail, then there's damages done to you because you can beat the rap, but not the ride. Beat the rap means the charge of obstruction, the charge of disturbing the peace, the charge of whatever bullshit charge you're going to charge him with. But then right here, if you leave before they put the torture cuffs on you, before you get arrested, when you sue for your federal civil rights lawsuit, it's very highly likely that you won't get any damages. You'll get a declaratory judgment where they tell that post office, that cop shop, whoever, that they violated your rights and that they can't do that anymore. So I don't do what I do to try to get a big payday. I know that the cops will say, oh, he's doing this, so you arrest him and he gets a big payday. No, I've filmed cops in over 30 states. My goal is never to be arrested. And now after going through the legal system and being incarcerated wrongfully, my conviction being overturned, spending 4 months in that dungeon, I've learned that that's just the wrong path. It would be wrong for me to lead you down the path where they're going to put you in jail and you can get an unbiased, unprincipled, horrible person like Ann Zimmerman, who will lock you in a dungeon for 4 months. Judge Ann Zimmerman in Clark County, Las Vegas, who is a see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. So once he says he's going to go hands-on with you, just tell him you're going to leave. Say, okay, no problem. If you're going to detain me or arrest me, I'll leave. You have it on camera, but then you have to follow through. And you have to file a federal civil rights lawsuit to get your declaratory judgment. Alaska audits. I was just up in Alaska. I wish I could have met up with you, man. It would have been great to see you.
Excuse me, sir. Can you please explain?
Please don't resist.
He's unlawful.
He's a different department.
Please don't resist.
This guy's arresting me.
I'll give you your phone back.
Please do not turn that off.
It's your right here.
I'll just ask you. You put this in my pocket. Can you please call the supervisor?
You can speak to one at the station.
Okay, you're opening yourself up for civil litigation.
That's fine.
Yeah, can you put it in that front pocket? See that little zipper there, please? Thank you so much. I'm going to give a compliment to you. No, it's okay. Your decision. Unlawful detainment, unlawful arrest.
Well, right now he's only being detained. He's not necessarily being arrested. So put a 1 in the chat if you've been arrested before. I'll put a 1 for myself here. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been arrested. Put a 0 or a 2 if you've never been arrested. I just want to see how many people here have been arrested. So here's the thing. You don't want to go through it. It's not a great feeling. It's not great. You don't want to be arrested and go to the dungeon. So the thing is though, and here's what I learned with my wrongful arrest from 2023. If the cop says that you're detained and he's going to put you in cuffs, you just have to let him, or they'll charge you with resisting. And remember, the 2 charges that I had in Las Vegas, the judge sentenced me to 3 months for the obstruction and 3 months for the resisting, giving me 6 months. Where this man here, he didn't resist at all whatsoever. So he's not going to get that second charge of resisting.
Okay, I was just going to take, maybe like 10 more minutes, gather my content, and be on my way. I didn't do anything wrong. They approached me. I had a right to be here. If the officer in York said I can record it, allow me to record it. I even spoke to a supervisor. All in the video.
9421, go ahead.
I'm being cordial with you guys. The only time I was upset was when I was assaulted. Okay, I didn't do. You guys were supposed to be here about that.
Receive dispatch to 5503.
I don't understand. So with that being
Post
said,
1 Q mark 1 under.
My right to remain
Oh, okay.
silent. Right. Thank you.
Post 1 in custody of 1432.
Can you do me a favor and just stand
Go
here?
for
with them?
5503.
I have to speak to somebody back there.
Can I please have your incident number and stuff?
Oh, you'll get all that. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Desk confirms time 7.
No problem. I'm not going nowhere. No, I know.
We'll just share while you
No problem.
Copy. 33. 1033, go ahead. One male to the station, 0.
All right, so he refused to leave, so I placed him in custody for trespassing.
Okay.
But you have to sign the charge. So can you come down to the station and do that?
Yes.
Do you have a name? His name?
Daniel Castillo.
Castillo?
Okay, so.
Never been in torture cuffs, Team DLZ.
I have to sign the
charge.
The charge that we are saying.
Are you okay with that?
So.
You want to get Tom? You your old card or your certificate? I don't trade you for that.
I don't, if you look it up, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Okay.
It takes 10 minutes, but I can't hold him
I understand.
for an unreasonable amount of time,
I understand. I understand.
which is like a half hour. So,
All right. I'm texting my husband right now.
then I will get going with him to the station and just come into the front lobby and tell him you're here for me,
Okay.
and I'll bring it out to you.
Okay.
Okay?
We get treated as other folks. Not, white people get mistreated too. Don't.
So let's check out his channel a little bit. Let's go to I subscribed, I dropped a comment. And you guys listen, make sure when you watch any video from Delete Laws, you make sure you drop at least, I didn't spell it right. Whoops. I misspelled it. It's supposed to be algorithm. RITHIM. Algorithm. There it is. Make sure you always drop a comment. Always. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment. So we did that for New York State audit. And now let's go to his videos here. That video was about a year old. Man, he's out there filming cops. He's out there doing it. Look at this. I was hoping we could get a follow-up and find out what happened with that case. I wonder if we can contact him. Let me see if I can get a hold of him here. View his email address. I'm not a robot. New York State Audit at Gmail. New York State Audit at Gmail. I'm going to shoot him an email real quick here in a second. I mean, you got to appreciate this activist, this auditor. He's out there. So Terry, I haven't seen you in the chat before, Terry Max. So everybody welcome Terry to Team DLZ. If you would, please, everybody say welcome, Terry. Appreciate you coming, Terry. So no law in any state says cops can unlawfully arrest anybody. So let's explain the difference between detainment and arrested. According to the racist Supreme Court that created this magical space called detainment in the 1968 case called Terry versus Ohio, the police have the right via policy created by the Supreme Court to detain you. Detainment means what? Entering into a POW style of arrest. The Supreme Court justices on the court in the oral arguments in November of 1967 said that, was it December of 1967? I believe it was December 2nd of 1967 when the case was heard. In Terry versus Ohio, the Supreme Court justices said, oh, it's little arrested versus big arrested. And then Hugo Black says, you mean you can detain someone and they're not arrested, they're only detained? And they said, that's right. And so there is this thing called detainment that means you're not arrested, you're only detained. Of course, detainment means arrested, but the Supreme Court justices in all their racism made sure that they would say that it's not arrested, it's only detained. One justice, I believe it was Potter Stewart. Potter Stewart says, well, then explain to me the difference between if you seize a man, then he's arrested. If you grab him and stop his motion, then he's been arrested. And the other Supreme Court justices all chime in, no, he's not really arrested. He's only little arrested. And then they finally come up with the term detainment. So they can grab you anytime they want. When can a cop put his hands on you? When can a cop grab you? If you guys can put it in the comment section for Terry Max, when can a cop put his hands on you? When can that happen? As a matter of Supreme Court policy. Top Rock got it first. Anytime they want. They can grab you. Terry Max, they can grab you anytime they want. As soon as he sees you, the cop can grab you. This is Terry versus Ohio. That's the reason this whole channel is geared to overturning Terry versus Ohio. So Milena, a big Team DLZ. Milena is definitely on Team DLZ. So Milena, the entire point of Terry versus Ohio, no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, that was changed with Terry versus Ohio. The cops don't have to have probable cause to grab you. The cops only need to say they had reasonable articulable suspicion and they can grab you. They can touch you. The moment a cop sees you, he can say, I was suspicious that he had a gun behind his back. That's all he has to say is, I was suspicious he had a firearm. I was suspicious he had a knife. You don't need probable cause for that. They can just grab you. The 1972 case of Williams versus Adams really solidified Terry versus Ohio in 1968. Williams versus Adams says that if a cop gets a phone call and someone says that you have a firearm, he can just reach out and grab you without saying a word to you. So
Don't try to bump me, clown. Put your hands on me. I guarantee I'll put my hands on you back. Remember that shit, bitch.
I don't know how I would accept this.
Don't try to bump me, clown.
You know, if that's on camera, now don't get me wrong, they might jump on top of you, but he doesn't have a right to come over and shoulder check you. I have to remember that I'm 50 and that I don't just bounce off anymore. Bones break and ligaments tear and bad things happen to your body when you're over 50, because the guy who's under 50, if you went to shoulder check me, you'd have a real problem. But I'm 50 and I don't believe in violence to solve it anyway. So, you know, when I started a few years ago, I was a little younger. My body worked a little bit better than it does today. And now that I'm 50, I can't just have any kind of just physical interaction with anybody because I get injured. So I don't know how well I would accept this cop trying to shoulder check me. The Joker's here, everybody.
Put your hands on me. I guarantee I'll put my hands on you back. Remember that shit, bitch. Now you want to scatter like roaches? See what y'all are driving in.
And how do cops think that they have the patriotism when they don't? They're not patriots. These half these guys are parasites, maybe more.
See what y'all are driving in.
Gonna be looking for me next?
Put a 1 in the chat if you understand his disdain for police. If you understand why he doesn't like
JMJ 3204. What we got here? Okay. A little Hemi. KPJ 7378.
all those pigs are driving away in undercover cop cars. Stacy got it. They are roaches.
This one's you, huh? Nice vehicle. You speak English. Yeah, you speak English. ¿Qué tú quieres? ¿Que yo te hable en español? ¿Ah? ¿Ah? You speak English. Now you're telling me you don't speak Spanish. You just say you don't hablo español. Fucking clown. You a fucking clown.
He is. So true.
America has allowed gangs to enter our country.
1 second.
The migrants that are coming, they're taking over.
I'm not watching this.
every
1
block.
second. So I saw this, and this says, my carpenter's van was broken into Wednesday during the day. Thanks to neighbors, the closed circuit television, he's provided a number of the plate to the police and clear photos of the perpetrators. The number plate corresponds to the car, could be cloned or stolen. The police are reluctant to intervene. Is there anything he can do? This is absolutely outrageous. Basically, he's done all the work for them, and they still refuse to investigate his tools, which were worth over $3,000. It's just the story of what we're seeing constantly every single day from China to Russia to New Zealand to Australia, from America to Colombia, and every country in between is a police state. And the American style Big Mike audits is here. Good to see you, Big Mike's. Big Mike, thanks for coming by, brother. It's nice to see you again. I haven't seen you in a minute. So this idea of throw you on the ground, put you in torture cuffs, stick their knees in your back, most countries are developing the same processes and procedures that America is using. It's why it's so important that we change this system of oppression. That's why. That's why. Put in the comment section for me, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Listen, if you guys don't have my trifold, please go by my website, deletelaws.com. Get a trifold. I give you the cop cards for free. These are just like your driver's license, just like a credit card. And this shows you how to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. And then a bunch of cases where you can just follow the case law, no matter what that copper says. If he says those are fighting words, if he says that he wants to search your car, you can revoke consent. You can't park there on the freeway. You can park there. Tesh Lines versus Danforth. So we have it. Hoodies should be online now. I'm not sure if the hoodies are up or not. Hoodies are in stock right now. I have a very limited supply of hoodies, but I do have a bunch of double X. I've got 20 double XL hoodies. If you are a double X, I've got 20 of these. I got 20 of these bad chickens right here. I have 20. So there's 20 double XL in stock. The other day, Chad got a triple XL and I couldn't find any in stock. So I sent him back his money because I don't have the triple XL in stock. But I do have some smalls in stock, and I do have one large left. And I think Melissa got the last medium, pretty sure. But the more important thing is to get that trifold in your car and invoke your Fifth Amendment right as soon as you involve yourself with that copper. As soon as the cop involves himself with you. Joker said, I have the worst attitude toward cops in the courts just from the last very few years. Oh, yeah. I've got one large in stock, James. One large right now in stock. So see if that's available on my website. Let me know. Listen, I got to get the flock out of here. I've been on here for 4 hours. Thanks for coming. I appreciate all the Jeff hates pigs. Jeff hates pigs. And Chevy, just Willie with Team DLZ. What's the matter, you? Jennifer Hill, Dr. Donna, XXGO wants a double XL. Sounds fantastic. OTVO, Bob, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Joseph Barbini. I don't think I have any shirts in right now, Joseph. I will let you know as soon as I do, but I super appreciate you coming, and that means a ton to me. Make sure you guys go by and drop some comments and likes and shares on the videos. YouTube's doing everything they can to kill this channel. I think there's only 220 people on the main channel. There's 220 people, but there's 350 people watching because we're broadcasting on a couple other channels. But YouTube's doing everything they can to kill the channel. So Team DLZ, I'll call my webmaster as soon as I get off here and find out why Team DLZ is not up yet. Brent, thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. Jessica Kerstead, my prayers for you. Jessica's going through a little bit of health stuff right now. Jessica, my prayers, my hopes, my good wishes are going out to you right now. Thank you so much. I saw Braveheart, King Braveheart here. I saw both Team DLZs. Is there a third Team DLZ? I think there's a third with a different icon. So one of you guys I'm friends with. I'm not sure who the other one is, but thanks for coming. Dan Hanlon, I appreciate you coming. Jeff Hates Pigs. Jeff Hates Pigs. Wanda. Danelle Brown is here. Bree Pennington is here. Thank you for coming. Kyle, I super appreciate you guys coming. It means Clown Patrol. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. It means a lot. Rip, good to see you. Stacy, good to see you. And then Chevy, what's going on? All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mikey B. Later, Gators.